Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be... Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans, and welcome back to the party here on YouTube with NetSN Live. Last week, solid win against an old district rival. Now in week 2, same thing, different city. Hey everyone, Chris Watlington here, and tonight to my right, it's the multitasking counselor Stephen Shires wearing a headset, running a camera, programming a computer, and contemplating the mysteries of the universe. Good evening, counselor.
Yes, hello. Hold on just a second. We just popped off. So as I was contemplating the mysteries of the universe, will our offense look good against a defense that is just the same as what we saw in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Will our defense look as excellent as it did last week against an offense that looks nothing like what we saw in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
These mysteries and more are coming soon to a live stream near you. Oh, and here's the big mystery.
Yeah, that's just the one I want to know about.
How will we do a multifaceted broadcast designed for a team of 4 when there's only 2 of us?
The same way we always do it, counselor. Interpretive dance live from the press box. But we'll get to that in a moment. First, we got to get Rough Rider fans ready for week 2. I worry about a possible letdown, a reduction in intensity, because these Panthers are easily overlooked. They got down last year to the bottom of the barrel, lowest ranked team in the state, before they started beating teams that underestimated them and rose through the ranks far enough to make the playoffs. I asked Coach Meeks about that just a few moments ago.
You know, we've got to continue just to play by our pillars. Like they're just the next person on our schedule, and it's bad practice to overlook an opponent. It doesn't matter. We've got to show up and be ready to go play. And so disciplined football with great intensity, and good things will happen.
So over the next 20 minutes, it is now, we'll learn a lot about the teams in tonight's matchup. And even though there's a ball game, we'll tell you where the real rivalry is tonight. We'll talk to Coach Rick Meeks, visit with the senior cheerleader Kylie Hubbard, and take you to the Center Motor Company neutral zone to meet senior trainer Mr. Do Everything Caleb Handy. All that and lots more. And that's a lot to do before 7:30, but we're going to do it. So welcome, everybody. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show here on YouTube with the Northeast Texas Sports Network. It's the Rough Riders and the Panthers, live from Panther Stadium in Spring Hill. Next.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health. We just heard from Hope Medical. They bring us the injury report, and our injury report is our quarterback had a sore shoulder at the end of the game. He's going to play today, and they had him on ice during the postgame show. That's why we didn't talk to him, even though he was our player of the game. But he's fine, practiced all week, ready to go. So good. You want the Hope Medical Injury Report to be injury-free, and that's what we have here tonight. All right, Mr. Shires, it's time, I guess, for our first neutral zone of the day, of the year.
We can certainly do that. Of course, the neutral zone brought to you each week by Center Motor Company, where Chris Wallington sits down and talks to a senior that has something to do. And this time it's not a player, but it's a trainer.
Yeah, Mr. Everything.
And here we go.
We have a senior here with the program. Tell us who you are.
Fairly Hand.
And what do you do?
I'm a manager.
So it's hard to explain what you do. Give me an example of something that you do every practice.
I help record sometimes, help the coaches. Yeah.
Give me an example of something that you would do during a game.
Encourage them, get on the boost they need.
And then there will be about 40 other things that you don't know you're going to have to do, and you won't know till you get there, right? Man, thank you for your time and your trouble. You're one of the most important people on the team.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Wright Chrysler pregame show. That's Jeep, Cherokee, all the things they sell. I guarantee if you go down there and see the guys down there, see Greg Hubbard, whatever kind of car, Dodge Charger, anything, Jeep. I'm fixing to get me I want to get a Jeep at some point.
Yeah, I've always kind of wanted one.
I know, but Greg can hook us up.
Absolutely.
I talked to him at the grocery store and I said, Greg, I'm going to come and see you one day for a Jeep. And
ready.
he was like, but his eyes lit up. Because I bet he's going to try to sell me the tricked out one, right?
Of course he would.
All right, but it wouldn't be a Rough Rider pregame show. It wouldn't be a Rough Rider broadcast if we did not have the Gaddy's Medical Supply Cheerleader Spotlight, one of my favorite episodes that we do every year. And this time, Chris Wallington sat down with a longtime cheerleader, longtime Rough Rider athlete in various sports.
Yeah. She's on the field and court a lot.
Yep, and that's Kylie Hubbard. Let's hear from them. See if I can't punch it up.
You can.
Oh, I'm punching it up, and it ain't working.
You can.
Let's talk about something else. Hold on for a second.
Let's talk about punching.
I'm about to punch this thing.
That's right.
Here, give us just a second. But we talk about Kylie. I mean, huge basketball player. Talk about her for just a minute, Wallington, while I'm doing this.
I knew her before.
All right, let's see what we got.
All right. Here we are with senior cheerleader. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Kylie Hubbard.
Kylie Hubbard, and she is in her English class. Hi, English class. We have a live studio audience. So tell me about camp. When was it, and how did y'all do, and where was it?
We had a camp in July, and it went very well. And we had it at Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine, Texas.
Great Wolf Lodge. That's pretty awesome. So what did you do besides cheerleading stuff?
We went in the water.
Folks, that's our cheerleader spotlight brought to you by Gaddy's Medical. We'll hear from them in a minute. But before we do that, we have a bonus section with Chris Wallington. Tell us about this, Chris.
I have some seniors that I teach, and it's been 3 or 4 years since I've got to do that. So I asked them what their predictions were for tonight's game. Stephen, I'm here with my 4th period English class. We have predictions on tonight's game, Spring Hill versus Center. Tell us who you are.
Holly Herndon.
What's your prediction tonight, Holly?
I'm going to say a solid 54-26.
Wow. Rough Rider?
Yes, sir.
Big scoring game. All right. Second student, tell us who you are.
Logan Glenda.
Logan, tonight you're in purple. You're one of the purple people eaters?
No, we're not going to be at this one.
Great. So what is your prediction then?
Oh, 100 to, 3. They might get a field goal.
Wow. That's a big prediction.
Got a big team.
I heard that. And then finally, third prediction, who are you?
Edith Stokes.
Edith, what's your prediction?
21 to -5.
21 to -5. How is that even possible?
The Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
As the bell rings, back to you, Stephen.
Well, we talk about the transitive properties and stuff like that, but we were talking about the Pythagorean theorem being applied to football.
Is it, if you apply to football, can you create a negative score?
I guess so. That's kind of like a safety's kind of like a negative score.
Oh, I guess that's true. If you view it that way, 5 is not possible either. I don't know. We'll have to work on it on the way home.
-6.
Okay.
All right.
There you go. Thank you to Campbell Portable Buildings for bringing us the area roundup. We'll hear from Campbell's.
Well, we haven't done area roundup yet, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. We'll hear from Gaddy's. I'm reading the wrong thing, and I wrote it. We'll be right back. Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Wright Chrysler pregame show. Chris Wallington sit down with one of our superstars on defense, Caleb Mosley. Turns out knows a lot of stuff. Chris Wallington.
He knows stuff. Okay, here with defensive player, senior Caleb Mosley. What's the key on defense tonight?
So basically, I play outside linebacker, and my key is on the slide. Depending where he goes, I either come and set the edge, or if he folds in, just follow behind him.
Okay, now tell me again, who are you watching on the outside?
The slot.
Okay, and so if he, I missed that. Tell me what you're looking for.
If he tries to block me out, then I just try and stay on his outside shoulder to make the ball cut back in.
So you're containment. But if he
goes in the opposite direction, I'm just slow playing and following him.
Okay. You follow him or you set the edge around him.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And every player on the defense has a similar set of things.
Similar key that they need to read and job that they need to do.
Thanks, Caleb. And we're going to hear in the coach talk here in just a second. The coach refer to that, and now you kind of know what he's going to be talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, this sort of thing in the backfield is going to give you a bunch of eye candy. Things go different directions. But there are some guys, there are some players that where they go is never going to lie. One of them's going to be in that slot back. A lot of times it's the guards. Where they go is where the ball's actually going to go, no matter what their fancy stuff they're doing in the background.
Yeah.
So you did sit down and talk with Coach Meeks?
I did. We actually sat down.
Oh, very good. Well, let's we get Coach Meeks pulled up here. If I can find him. I hope I didn't get rid of him. There he is. And we're going to do that. This is our JBA Financial Coach Talk.
Coach, thanks for the time as always. Coach, congratulations on a good start.
Yes, sir. Very, very happy to get the season started off 1-0. A lot of things that we've got to continue to work on, but that's every year and every season. The amount of time our kids put in and the dedication they put in, the fact that we went and got the win, and I'm excited for them. So it was a good week. We started the game off well, played well early, and obviously did enough to come out victorious.
You were particularly proud of the effort and execution and attitude of your defense.
Yes, sir. And it's been a long project in the making, right? Our kids have developed the mindset that we want to have defensively, be the aggressor and go play, and that's the purpose of defense. And so we did that from the start to finish the other night. I thought that unit played really well Friday night. They've been playing well up to this point, scrimmages included, and so a lot to brag about there from our defensive side of the ball.
Tell me about tonight against Spring Hill.
Coach Jocelyn has done a really good job. Same staff now, continuity for about 3 straight years. Run the flex ball, and they run it very, very well offensively. We're going to have to play very detailed and discipline-oriented every single snap. Ball can go 3 to 4 different directions every time, and so we've got to do our job and not necessarily chase motion or chase what we think. We've got a distinct job we have to do every single play, and we're going to have to do that. They've gotten really good on the offense and running that offense defensively. Our offense against their defense, we feel pretty good about the plan. They run the same thing defensively as Jacksonville did, so a lot of carryover, which is good for our young offensive line and some of our young skill players for some of the game plan to remain intact for multiple weeks. So good week of practice there and what we're going to see, and so we feel good about it.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, welcome back to the Right Crosser pregame show. It's now time for the Campbell's Portable Buildings area roundup, where Chris Wallington talks about what's going on in the district and then what's going on in the county. So, Chris Wallington, what you got?
While the alma mater plays in the background, it was a difficult week last week for our district. Even if we won, we seemed to drop spots. The only one that gained a spot, Bullard, was number 58 last week. Now it's 57 as they won, but they're down 23 tonight to Caddo Mills. Carthage lost, dropped from 1-1 to number 4, but they're open, which is an odd thing. Open on week 2. That's different. Center was number 29 last week. They are again this week. We placed Spring Hill, and we are 21-point favorites. Rusk dropped 6 spots after their loss last week, and they are picked to beat Mount Vernon. Athens went down 13 spots, and they were close to us after their loss. Now they're down to number 43. They're 2-point favorites against Kaufman, and Brownsboro went from 81 to 85. They're playing Jacksonville tonight. Jacksonville is a 7-point favorite. In the county, Timpson is 18-point favorites against Lovelady. Garrison, 19-point favorites against ARP. Shelbyville, the big winner last week, moving up 14 spots to number 24. 6-point favorites against a bigger school, New Boston. The big winner was Joaquin. They jumped up 25 spots to number 44. They played Beckville last night, and Beckville had to score in the last minute to beat them. Really well done. Go Joaquin. Tenaha lost last night, 66-21 to West Sabine, and that's your area county roundup.
I was brought to you by Campbell's Portable Buildings. We're here from them, and we'll come back to close out the pregame show as the teams are taking the field.
It's one of the great slogans, right? Just tell them James sent you. But when James Campbell sent you away from Campbell Portable Buildings, he wanted it to be something that met your needs, whether it was storage or some inside beautiful living area, they can take care of you at Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. They say, go Riders. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Wright Chrysler Dodge pregame show. Thank our pregame sponsors, Hope Medical, Gaddy's Medical Supply, JBA Financial, Campbell Portable Buildings, Bowles Feed, and of course, Ray Jones Chevrolet. It's time for the Ray Jones Keys to the Game. Going to you, Shires. What are the keys to the game?
Defensively, it's just what Coach talked about, what Caleb talked about, reading your keys, being disciplined, and punishing the offense and keeping them out of 3rd and 2. We need them in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Offensively, not get overconfident. We should have an athletic advantage. We should take advantage of that and shock and awe.
Shock and awe, especially along the offensive line. Get some running lanes open.
Yep.
Those are the Ray Jones Chevrolet keys to the game. When you're ready for a Chevrolet or a pre-owned vehicle, talk to Ray Jones Jr., Match Marlon Jones at Ray Jones. They would love to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching the pregame show. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
Thank you for joining us on the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show. Now that you're ready for the game, let's get you out to those guys that's bringing you the action. The Center Rough Rider Broadcasting Crew. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Welcome, everybody. You see the two teams lining up. The Rough Riders whole team comes out, and then their captains. Who are those number 19, 14, 7, and 10, Mr. Shires? You got we don't have a roster.
Well, we shouldn't have to have a roster.
That's right, yeah, but it probably would come in handy.
We'll see about
we got here with robotic cameras and extra microphones and all the Wi-Fi, but a roster. What a clever idea. We'll have to pull that up on the old computer. They're talking in the middle of the field. Spring Hill built a new stadium. Well, no, they remodeled their stadium. We're in what used to be their home press box that they, I guess, lifted with a crane and moved it to the other side where we're facing the sun, facing west. And then they built a new one, as you can kind of see across the way there. If that's, let's see if, am I the camera that we're, yeah, we are.
Yeah, I got you. I turned it on you, yeah.
Kind of hard to see it because of the sun, but that's where.
Actually, you can tell up there. It's kind of going back behind the bleachers now, just in time.
And so I like coming here because there's 4 or 5 different rooms in their old press box, and we have the one right in the middle, so plenty of room. Not real cool, but that's okay.
It will be as the game goes on. I think it's going to cool on off.
So Spring Hill comes in as the number 66 team in the state. They had a close call. They lost by 2 points last week to a Sabine team, the Sabine Cardinals, similarly ranked, but from a smaller school. So kind of gave Spring Hill a feel for where they were. The Rough Riders took on a Jacksonville team, lower ranked from a larger school, took care of them easily 38-7. It is a continuation. We took on the Spring Hill Panthers week 2 last year right here. We were also away last year right here in this spot. And it was a game that we were supposed to win by a long shot. We ended up winning by a long shot, but the team was just better than advertised. Spring Hill was better than they were, that we were told they were going to be. So may very well be the case again as we get ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Shelby Savings Bank been our kickoff sponsor for 4 or 5 years. Last year, they got such a great deal as we kicked off 20 times a game. And we had a lot of kickoffs last week as well. Way more center kickoffs than Jacksonville kickoffs. So here we go with the start of this game. If you're listening instead of watching, kickoff is going left to right. Spring Hill in their blue jerseys. Kickoff to the Rough Riders. It's fielded at the 20. Gets to the 30, finds some blockers, breaks through to the 40, squirts through, close to about between the 40 and 45. And Counselor, welcome to the game.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
First and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Center offense on the field first and see what they can do. We need to start. It's going to be first down and 10 on just outside the 35, just shy of the 36. See big number 79 down there. That's Calhoun. I can't find the numbers. We're on you, Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
And so, going to let out here.
Yeah.
Where's our starting quarterback, number 2, T.J. Bellin.
Had a good game, his first start last week. Long touchdowns, good running. No mistakes, really. See about this week. First one, fakes the handoff. Short arm to pass to number 3. Yeah, that was, wonder what that was. That was he missed by so long. That seemed like that was more than just a bad pass.
I'm not sure. It looks like he just miscalculated.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like what I would have expected from the first snap last week. And he came out firing on all cylinders. So here we go, second down and 10. Another fake, another curl, same receiver, gets it, drops the ball. I think he dropped it as he hit the ground, though. And either way, he recovered it. So good enough for Ray Jones, first down. And I love the call. Fake, play action, and then a receiver that's close to you and open. Another fake, another throw to number 3. They're just going to keep doing. Makes a move, gets to the 40.
Gone. He's
still
gone,
going,
baby.
and he's gone. Well, maybe he's gone. Yes, he is, all the way in the corner of the end zone, and that's going to be good for a 51-yard touchdown pass. And that is well done, I must say. Well done.
Number 3, Timothy Johnson. Here they go. The Riders are looking to line it up here.
They often do that. They line up quickly and decide.
It's tradition.
2-point or not. Usually they break out of it and kick an extra point. But last week they actually ran one successfully from that formation and got a 2-point conversion. This will be a kick, though. And the kick is up, and just like that, the Rough Riders, with just less than 30 seconds, score on the third play. 7-0 here in Spring Hill. We'll be right back with a whole lot more from Spring Hill.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years.
All right, here we go, folks. Get ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Our large chaparral line, pretty excited about that early score, and the crowd, pretty good crowd below us, can't really see them. They're excited as well, should be. A good performance by the Riders on their first possession as they get ready to kick off to the Panthers.
So 7-0 here early. 3 plays. TJ bounces one on the first down. Second down, he gets it to Johnson, gets 10 yards. Third play goes back to Timmy Johnson, or he doesn't want to be called that or T-Baby anymore. Those days are over. And Johnson takes it to the house. 70-yard touchdown. The Riders are going to kick that one in the end zone.
All right.
And Spring Hill will take over at the 25.
Did that go at the back of the end zone?
Didn't go out, no, it didn't go out the back. It stopped there, just kind of right at the S.
That's good, though. If you can get that kick to the end zone, that's such a nice weapon.
So now we're going to see. This is what we're interested in. That we were able to score quickly was not a surprise.
All right. But this offense, describe it a little bit. It's called the flex bone.
You're in the shotgun, but you're generally going to be running the football. That's what makes it flex, to get the quarterback flex it. I think that's what it is. And you actually have two slot guys.
Yeah.
One in each.
Basically, it's an inverted wishbone.
Yep.
And he puts the ball in the gut of the fullback, and the Rough Riders key it right. The fullback got the ball that time, and that's the thing. They don't always get the ball, but they did that time, and perfect defense for the Rough Riders right there in the middle.
Yeah, so several Rough Riders. It's hard to say exactly what it was, but I know 54 was in on it. They're going to do the pitch out and the toss, and there's a little bit of room, but they're going to be short. And it's going to bring them about 3rd and about 4 probably, Chris Wallerton.
Well, 3rd and at least that. Yeah, a long 4. And that's kind of what you talked about in the keys to the game. We want to make sure that they are not 3rd and short, because they're built for that.
Yeah, this is because we stopped them on and they got nothing on 1st down. That puts they got a good gain on 2nd, but still it's going to put them in 3rd and long.
Man in motion, gets the pitch, running around the end. He's going to make the 1st down, gets the cut. Well done. Good call. And that takes us to where our coach talked about defensive goals.
Keep playing with the intensity and the attitude that we've played with. We got to be very disciplined tonight with the flex bone. Read our keys, trust our keys, and go attack.
Oh, the defense was offsides anyway, so they were. 1st down was a foregone conclusion. I didn't know that. But now they're already ready on the offensive side of the ball, already lined up and ready to go. 4 players can get the ball, and then, of course, you counting the quarterback. Any of those guys can run any of the time. Lined up. Fullback gets it. Pushes it right up the middle, right up the gut of the offense, and that's what you are afraid of when you play this kind of offense. It's not an impressive-looking play, but they pick up 7, maybe 8, and set up 2nd short. 2nd and short is one of the worst downs in football if you're a defense. Their quarterback ran this offense last year. He's familiar with it. Same coach, same quarterback. Here comes all the motion. The quarter, the run right up the middle, stopped for absolutely no gain. I mean, dropped right where the ball was. So it'll be 3rd down and the same down and distance, Mr. Shires.
Going to be a slight loss on the play, I think. He's going to knock it back to 3rd and about 4.
We'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it.
Welcome, everybody that's tuning in. Glad to have you here.
Riders scored on the 3rd play from scrimmage. This is the 6th play of scrimmage for Spring Hill, looking for their 2nd 1st down. 3rd and a little more than 3. There's the pitch.
It's worked for him so far.
And he breaks it through, finds a hole, gets across the line of scrimmage and across midfield, and that was the same play they ran on 3rd down and short, the last possession of downs. Well done by the Spring Hill defense, and this is what they like to do, right? 2 or 3 downs per 1st down, control the tempo. So far, the tempo has been controlled. They've had the ball now for almost 3 game minutes. 1st down, there's motion, there's the pitch. There is getting through the line of scrimmage, caught by number 4 as he cuts upfield. If he gets past the contain man, it's going to be a long gain, but he didn't. Well done, but still a 3-yard gain. I mean, if you're an offense, you're okay with a 3-yard gain. These kind of offenses are frustrating with that. You feel good about your defensive performance, and it's still a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 here from Spring Hill. Riders with the 7-0 lead. defense being pushed here. Ball on the 41. Fullback fake to it. Quarterback keeps it this time. With the right decision. The fullback was destroyed, but the quarterback brings up another exactly same. You can tell right there from the down marker. Another 3rd and long 2, short 3 for the Spring Hill.
Jamarian Smith in there on the stop for the Riders. Good to see him in there. Center on basketball team that plays defensive end / tackle. Oh, there's going to be. That's what you get right there. That's the way to stop this offense. Is you hopefully that they will do something like that and have a false start. Because that's a killer for this type of offense.
Man, that's true. They're built for short yardage. Now you can see the down and distance.
3rd and 8. Third and long 7.
Got to get to the 35.
You got to feel like they may be close to 2 down territory here, Wally.
Well, that's true. That's true. So here we go as they get set. The pitch to the right's worked before.
It's just the end around.
Similar end around. They're chasing
him. They're short.
They hit him before they get to the 35-yard line. Several Rough Riders on the tackle. They reached the 45, so it will be 4th down.
4th and about 2.
Where they're marking it. They have to get to the line, so I'm going to be about 1, man.
It's a long one.
Yeah.
And see, I'm sure they're going to go for this, and they're in no man's land.
They ought to. So here we go.
If you see that pitch to the right that's worked so well for them.
Most likely.
Nope, right
but they faked the pitch and handed it off to the fullback, and the Rough Riders aren't fooled, but they got 2 yards and they only needed 1, and so it's just exactly what you talked about, Shires. The kind of thing a Spring Hill team wants to do. It's taken them 9 plays to get 3 first downs. Wolf and Morales on the stop.
It's almost like with that fullback, what that one fullback said. If you need 2, I can get you 2. If you need 4, I can get you 2.
Yeah, right.
And that's kind of what they only needed 2, and the fullback's able to get that. Oh, that should be a penalty.
A handoff.
That's going to come back.
It is. There's the flag.
Yeah, they had two. They had 2 players moving at the same time, moving forward. You cannot do that. That's what we call it. That's what we call illegal shift or illegal procedure.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Okay, so this is the biggest break that the.
Well, it's the second one of these we had. We had them in 3rd and 8. They were able to get 7 on it. Now we're going back again. We're going to have them 1st and 15. Mm-hmm. So obviously,
3 plays to get 15 yards. We'll see what happens. Lined up, the motion. The quarterback keeps it. Gets around the end, gets into the secondary, gets to about the 32-yard line before he's brought down. But that's a good pickup of about 7. They needed 15, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Number 3, right. Timothy Johnson of center on that tackle.
Timothy Johnson, who scored the touchdown, also made the tackle.
Now, Coach said he's one of the few guys that's regularly going to go both ways.
Yeah. Pretty good compliment to a guy that didn't start last year. On 2nd down, a pass, first one. They're 90% run. It's out to the side, quick, easy, well done. Not a big gainer, but there is a flag, though, right there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, it's either maybe an offsides on the Rough Riders. Let's see. I saw it was thrown really early.
Offside. Defense, number 52.
You were right.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Offsides on number 52 of center right there along the defensive line. And so that means give the yards back on the pass, which are about a 3-4 yard gain. Instead, it's a 5-yard gain. You get to keep the down, and they're right back to 2nd down and short. 2nd down about 4. See the center band not far away from us, just to the left. Going to get good concert, trying to be loud enough to where they can't hear the count. There's the pitch to the left, number 18 around the corner. gets to the corner, can't really get around it, but did he have enough room to pick up the first down? Looks like he did. Needed about 3, got about 4, and so again, 3 plays. One of them taken by a penalty, and then another one given back by a penalty, but still, they're 12 plays into their drive, and they are almost to the State Farm red zone. They've used up a little more than half of the first quarter, but the Rough Riders up 7-0. So here we go. More of the same. The motion, this time going left to right.
Good job.
Hitting the back. Did you see who that was?
When they get up, we're going to see.
That's the player I was looking at right there. Number 10, I think, is the one who got in the back.
Yeah. It was Mosley that came in and enforced. He cut it back. He actually made the tackle.
Yeah.
But he did his primary job was to push that back inside and so the linebackers can get it, and he did it. You know, it may just take a series or two because you can't really practice against this.
No, that's true. That's exactly right. So it's second down. Quarterback tries to hand it off, doesn't work. Then he's having to do a little improvising, and that doesn't work. So very little gain, if any, and it's going to be third down. And the first real advantage for the Rough Riders, they still hadn't gotten to the red zone. They gained nothing. Third down and 9.
Once again, I mean, we'll see if the Riders can hold them here. If Spring Hill has a decent field goal kicker, you might see him.
Yeah, that's true, and I bet they do. But here we go. Try not to get off sides or anything like that. There's the snap. The pitch around to the right. It's working again. He gets across the 15 down to about the 11. Where do they have to get? About the 11.
They're going to be short, I think, but not by much.
They're moving the chains, so you're in the State Farm red zone. And it's first down and 10 from the 11, which is my favorite first down number. I guess first down and 5 from the 11 will work too. But you can still get a first down without scoring. Impressive looking drive for the number 66th ranked team in the state, and against a center defense that played so well in their first game. Here is the pitch to the right. It's the play that's worked over and over. They crossed the 10. Oh. That time, boom, knocked down after the first line of the defensive line. A linebacker came in and knocked him down pretty decisively, but it was worth 5 yards. They're down to the 6. So it's second down and 5 from the 6.
That was Cody Atkinson.
Oh, okay. That's not too surprising.
They said T.J. Bellett on the tackle. It was not T.J. Bellett. It was Cody Atkins.
Doesn't surprise me. I'm going with you.
They got that. That's well blocked.
Outside to the left. The first time they've gone that direction in a while. Center was not ready for it, and it takes them a long time, but Spring Hill scores just like the Panthers do. Center scores just like the Riders do. It took Center 3 plays. It took Spring Hill 15. But it's 7-6 as they line up for the extra point. That was pretty well done by a pretty well-run and efficient offense, Mr. Shires.
It was.
I'm going to let you see the kick, and I'll have to tell you whether it's good or not. It goes up, and it's right through the upright. So we have a 7-7 tie here in Spring Hill. We'll be right back with the Center's second possession from Spring Hill here on NetSN.
That's a well blocked. You'll see as we're going away to break, we'll see the replay as they get that well blocked on the right, on the left-hand side and get it in.
Center was not.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, welcome back, folks. Shelby Savings kickoff. Kickoff number 3. We'll see what I'm going to see if we get a return here. Ratcliffe and Johnson back deep for the Rough Riders.
Just a little over 3 minutes. They started with 11:30. So that took 7.5 minutes to score. The kick is going to go where it is returnable from the 10-yard line, moves to the 20, gets by the first man, 25, finds a seam, 35, gets a little excitement from the crowd as he nears the 40-yard line. So about a 28-yard return.
Somebody better call Hope Medical, Chris Wallington, because a Spring Hill Panther just got his ankles broken.
How'd that happen, Shires? Talk me through it.
Ratcliffe just put a move, he juked the Panther right out of his shoes.
Rough Riders huddling up. It's about the only time they'll huddle during the course of the drive unless there's a timeout, so they get their last-minute instructions, and if they don't huddle up on the field hardly ever. And so T.J. Bellin, it only took him 3 plays to score before. Here he goes. There's the snap. There's the quick pass. Oh, and it's behind the receiver that time. And I like it. It's Timothy Johnson. We've snapped it 4 times. We've thrown it 4 times to Timothy. 2 good throws, 1 perfect for a touchdown, and then a couple of throws not so good, and that was one of them.
Yeah, because Timothy was wide open.
Yeah, he might have run a long time on that, but we'll try it again. 2nd down and 10. Bellin in the gun, 1 back, fakes it, throws to Johnson. Surprise, surprise. Johnson this time is wrapped up. Not much space for him to cover. So that is center's version of a 3-yard play. And it's 3rd down and 8. And I would think kind of one of the first critical plays of the early game, given what we just saw Spring Hill do on offense. You kind of want to keep the ball out of their hands for a while. So 3rd down and long for the Rough Rider offense. The snap, the handoff. Right up the middle. The surge from the offensive line gets him as far as the 44, but they had to make the 48. So this is going to be decision time. 4th down, and you can tell 3. They're on the 45, got to get to the 48. That's a pretty long way to go, and Coach Meeks is electing to send in the punt team, Mr. Shires. Are you a little surprised?
A little bit, yes. I don't know if we got a fake in the inventory here. I mean, it's a good 4.
Yeah. Yeah, about a few inches more than 3 yards. That's a tall order, and it's early in the game, and it's 7-all. Rough Riders go 3 and out, though. And there's a whistle.
Are they going to call a snap infraction on the or delay a game?
Couldn't find the referee. He was over there. So delay a game. That's unusual. And doesn't particularly help the Rough Riders' cause at all. So there's the snap. There's the punt. It goes back to the Panthers. They get it at the 30, cross the 35, out of bounds, past the 40. And with decent field position, that's where Spring Hill will begin again.
So we've got 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. Riders score quickly on their first possession. The Panthers matriculate down the field. Riders go 3 and out. And now we're going to see what the Panthers do with their second possession.
And so here we go. That it's not really power running, it's precision running out of what's called the inverted, the flex bone, that flip pitch to number 4 around the end. That's been their money play, Shires. He gets across the line of scrimmage, across the 45, and he's going to gain about 6 on first down, and that's a good prescription for them.
Yeah, we're getting contained, but our inside-out help has got to get there faster. They're getting walled off. So our linebackers have got to scrape faster and get out there and shut that down for a yard or two gain. Now we're in an interesting front. We're in an extra lineman front. They're going to be a
fullback gets it right up the nose.
There we go.
He doesn't.
Fumble ball. The Riders got it.
Well, the cameraman and the play-by-play guy was fooled. I thought the fullback had it. Instead, the keeper around the left-hand side, someone hit him with enough force.
No, it was an option. It was a triple option.
Okay.
Watlington, where he faked it to the fullback, fooled you.
Fool me.
Went outside. We hit the quarterback. He pitches it. Something there, it wasn't a great pitch, and the running back had to stop to try to get it. And we were there, and we were able to force the fumble. So great play by the Rider defense there. It's just what the doctor ordered.
It gives us a chance to hear Coach Meeks talk about his offensive goals.
Do a better job controlling the line of scrimmage. We've got to get our run game going. Feel good about the passing game, but we got to get them out of the box. So to be able to do that, we got to run the football.
See if they're able to do that here on this, the third possession, 7-7 tie, under a minute in the first quarter. There's the snap, there's the fake, there's the pass. Timothy Johnson with the catch, good for a first down, past the 30-yard line down to the 27. Good, Rough Rider and Ray Jones, first down.
They don't have anything, they don't have an answer for Johnson.
No, they don't. There's the fake, a pass to the other side of the field. It's slant, perfectly done, perfectly thrown, and nothing but the end zone. 2 plays, boom, boom. Now the center does as they often do, rushing down for what could be a 2-point conversion with 36 seconds. Their 2 scorers have taken a combined 42 seconds. Now the kick team comes on. They always make you think 2-point conversion, make you hurry for it, and if you don't have your personnel ready, they'll snap it. But Spring Hill ready. You hear the Rough Rider On Wisconsin fight song. And there's the extra point. And it is good right through the uprights. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, 14-7. They took 3 and out, but the defense answers with a turnover, and it's up by a touchdown as 36 ticks from the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's watch it. You see it, we're going to be, look at that, wide open, the slant. It's just an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Nothing but well done. We'll be right back.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it? This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Riders up 14-7 here as we're closing out the first quarter, 36 seconds left. And there's the kick.
And there's the return, starts at the 15, gets across the 25, and then he's brought down. Good special teams coverage by the Riders right there. Not a favorable place to start a drive, and they'll have exactly 30 seconds to do that. We will have our Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard where we're going to try and concentrate on the 4A scores in the district that the Rough Riders are in. So that'll be coming up here in just 30 game ticks, which for Spring Hill will likely be one play. We'll see. They've run every snap but one, the pass, and that one didn't count because the Rough Riders were offsides. And there is a stoppage here. Is there a flag on the play? Got my camera on Mr. Whitehead, Rob Payne. See what he has to say. Well, no flag, just an official timeout of some sort as they replaced the ball. Maybe it was a problem with the actual ball itself.
Was it deflated?
I don't know. I just can't tell. So here we go. Spring Hill, after a very efficient drive number 1 and then a fumble on drive number 2, handoff across the left-hand side, get across the line of scrimmage, get across the, well, got just about to where the first down was.
Yeah, that was a nice, that was right, they gashed us right up the middle on that one.
But the clock will not stop because they were 9.5 yards. They're a foot from the first down. And with 7 seconds to go, they will likely watch the clock run out and start as we switch sides. We've gotten to the end of the first quarter. The Bowles Feed blimp is being borrowed by a golf tournament. Did you know that?
No, I didn't do that.
So they are not with us today.
Well, see, I'm surprised. Look at the picture we got. I thought that maybe the new neon lights on the blimp coming off, but I guess that's the sun.
It would be beautiful and a great day for it. But Bowles Feed brings us the blimp and also all the feed that you need for your animals all year long. Ken and Cecilia says go Riders. A game not in our district, but one that is certainly interesting. At the beginning of the second quarter, Gilmer leads Tyler Chapel Hill, one of our NetSN games, 8-6. They've both traded scores. Let's see, here we go. Bullard is down about 24-7 to Caddo Mills. Athens 1 point ahead of Kaufman late first quarter, 8-7. Jacksonville taking on the Brownsboro Bears. After we saw Jacksonville last week, they are leading the Bears in our district 7-0. Rusk Eagles trying to bounce back. They're up 7-6 to the Mount Vernon Tigers. And of course, our score is 14-7 here from Spring Hill. Carthage is off. They ain't playing tonight, and that's just such an odd off week for them. That surprises me. And that is your Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard. Thanks to Batters Law Firm, if your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
We'll hear from Batters at the next break, but Susan Pinnock sent us a roster. Of course she will.
Thank you, Susan. Will you do that every week? Appreciate it.
Hopefully we won't need it every week.
2nd and 2 feet, and they're going to get the 2 feet as they plow through. And, well, again, I thought they were plowing right up the middle. They weren't. They'd gone to the right, but they still plowed through enough for a first down. They got 4 yards, needed about a half a yard. So from the 41-yard line, I can show you what that looks like. Oh, they went ahead and marked it as a first down during the break. They changed their mind, so that was a first down. That was a 4-yard gain. My apologies. It's now 2nd down and 6. When we left for the break, they were facing 2nd short. Ball on the 41-yard line. This time the quarterback fakes it, keeps it, goes right around the right shoulder of his fullback, gets past the defensive line into the secondary, and it's just barely enough for a Spring Hill first down. Ball is marked on the 48-yard line of Spring Hill, get close to that midfield stripe again. First time Spring Hill got the ball, they were a picture of efficiency. 2 or 3 plays per first down, kept moving the ball down and scored. Second time, the Rough Riders linebacking core caused a turnover, much needed. Quarterback hands it to number 4 around the right side. He gets free around the corner. He finally got around the corner completely. Gets across the 45, across the 40 or to the 40. The first down marker was the 41.5. Where they're going to mark it he stepped out of bounds right before that, it looks like. They're placing the ball on the 43, so it's going to be 2nd and a short 1.
All right, so everybody, sorry I was not keeping the scoreboard up. I had a number of folks texting me about where to go for the game, and hopefully most everybody's gotten on that. I've sent them the link. Subscribe to NetSN, and you will get a notification that will then give you the link every week right before we start. So Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. They're going to try it up the middle. It's a keeper. Quarterback fakes to the fullback, and he's going to get a couple yards on the play, probably enough for the first down.
That's the kind of defense that you want to see every play, but it's so hard to do every play. Just nearly impossible to do that every play. But
yeah, you can't be in 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1 and then hope to stop them.
And they only needed 1. They got 1.5, so that was a good play, but good for a Spring Hill first down. Ball on the 41-yard line. Hand off the middle to the fullback. He gets through. He's sprinting. He's going to score. That is a very long-distance score for Spring Hill, a 41-yard sprint to the end zone, and that's going to tie our game. Well, that's not either. It's going to be 2 touchdowns apiece. We're an extra point away. So that's their version of the big play, the long pass, the bomb. And not sure where the soft spot was along that right side, but they found it, exploited it, good for a touchdown. And it looks like we're in for a battle, Mr. Shires.
Well, Coach Meeks told us that would be the case.
That's what he said. Extra point. It is. It's good. No, it's no good. And I didn't know that because Ronaldo, our robot cameraman, was looking at a twirler or something. Ronaldo,
I'm not sure what Ronaldo was doing.
Yeah, come on, Ronaldo. Well, while we talk to our artificial intelligence, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back with the second quarter here from Spring Hill.
Portacool. Portacool. Peak cooling. Intelligent control.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
Everybody, welcome back. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Riders up 14-13. Got a text. Counselor, we need 11 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. We don't need to play any secondary guys.
That's a good point. Load the box.
Hey, coach. Oh, onside kick.
Onside kick.
Oh, you can't advance it, I don't think. Oh, you can't advance if you recover. I guess we can advance it.
But there is a flag down. Is it?
Normally that's going to be an offsides on the kicking team. We will obviously decline that.
Yeah. So center heads up there. That looked like.
That looked like trouble. It had that bounce you want to see on things.
But center was never troubled by it. They were ready to go.
So has Ronaldo recovered?
I believe he has.
Yes.
He was actually pretty good on that kick. He followed the ball and it only went 5 yards. So well done, sir. There's the Rough Riders as they huddle up. They're 1 point ahead because of a mixed extra point after that last 41-yard run by Spring Hill. Centers had the ball 3 times. They went 3 and out the second time. The other 2 possessions lasted 3 plays and another 2 plays. Centers yet to earn but 1 first down.
Well, technically you get a first down when you score a touchdown.
That's right. We just jump over those.
So in any event, the texture is correct. But I think we got to come on up. We got to bring some more up into the box and dare them to go deep because they beat us that way. They beat us that way.
Yeah.
But again, I think the trouble is our inside out is not getting out there. We're containing that pitch, but they're getting a running alley just off tackle, and so our linebackers are going to have to scrape and come down and punish that. But it's going to set up the Riders 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line of Spring Hill. Chance to get a little bit of separation here.
TJ Bellin gets some movement along the line on the snap count. Rolls right, has a man deep, but he throws it a little too far. And what I thought was going to be a penalty, I'm not sure. Yep, the flag fell on the far side, so it was a free play. We'll see if Mr. Whitehead agrees with us on that.
So it should have said it should set up a first down and 5.
The 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So I don't know. Do we go try to hit a big play here? I think we are to line up and try to jam it down their throat.
Well, I'd be good with either one as long as either one works. I'm pretty easy, really. So here we go. It's right up the middle. It's that second thing, but they string it out, and even though running back runs hard, can't hardly run when one of your legs is taken from you.
We're gonna lose half that penalty yards or more.
All right.
So it's gonna be second and about 8.
First loss of the Rough Riders offensive efforts. Of course, this was only the 5th, 8th, not 10th play of the half. So second down and 8. Bell in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls now to his left, looking downfield, squares up.
Oh, he's got him. That's going to be 6.
Has him.
Oh, what a catch.
Did he catch it? Did
he
keep
yes,
it?
He caught it.
Well
Heck,
done.
yes, he caught it.
Who is that rascal? That's Timothy Johnson again. Man, they're out. It's almost like they're out in the yard or out, with at the.
No. I think that was number 9. I don't think that was 10.
Okay, they said number 3 on the loudspeaker, but
I could be wrong.
He was in the corner, so 9 and 3 look a lot alike. We'll have to get clarification on that. But looks like the Riders not going to go for 2. They're going to line up for the extra point.
So maybe we're not going to work on the running game tonight. Maybe we just work on the passing game.
And the kick is up, and it's good. So it's 21-13. The Rough Riders score on another 3-4 play drive.
Let's have a look at it. We're going to get to see this in live Technicolor.
Let's do. There's the fake. The pass to the other side of the field. The key was.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. You know what? I didn't set it up. That's the last one. We'll come back. I want to see the other one.
But that
we'll see here in a second.
It was a nice touchdown. I'm glad.
I know. We'll go to the commercial break and we come back. Okay. I'll get it loaded in. Sorry about that, folks.
We'll be right back. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Now let's get a look at that replay. I think I got it right. We're going to fake it.
He runs to his left and squares up. Manages to
got
get
it.
downfield far enough.
Oh, what a catch!
But he had to kind of dive for the catch. Well done, though. So we are getting ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And I'm not sure which of them is me. Or that's the instant replay shot, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, it is. I'll get you back.
Yeah.
There you go.
I see. So there's the kick. It's deep. It's fielded at the goal line. They're going to bring it back to the 10, the 15, the 20. Has a hole. Gets to the 30. Still going 35. Breaks a tackle to the 40. He's gotten in front of everybody. And this is going to be a 100-yard kickoff return. And the question is, will there be any flags? And it doesn't look like it. A 100-yard kickoff return from literally goal line to goal line. Pretty impressive for the Spring Hill Panthers. Talk about scoring quick. How about that for fast?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So that's a 41-yard run from the line of scrimmage the last time they had the ball for their touchdown. And then they follow it up with a 100-yard
You're going to have to stick.
return.
You're going to have to stick with your camera.
Okay.
We got an issue with Ronaldo.
Okay, Ronaldo's having some trouble. My camera will not get you a shot of the goal post, so I'll just tell you what happens. There is the snap, there is the kick, and it's low, but it's perfect, and it's all you need for an extra point. And it's a one-point game, 21-20, 8:22 to go in the half, and this has been a good one. We'll be back to Spring Hill.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
All right, here we go, folks. We're going to see what we can't do. We think I might have Ronaldo fixed.
What to think about this game? I'm anxious to hear from the Colonel at the Farmer State Bank halftime show in the second half of it. The Colonel is going to he's going to be sharing with us, Matt Gregory, what he thinks, and he doesn't have to worry about camera angles and technology. He'll just be watching the game. He'll have some opinions, and we'll hear from that. But first, we'll see the Center High School Marching Band and the Chaparrals, brought to you by Bounds Insurance, at the top half of the Farmer State Bank halftime show in 8 minutes, 22 seconds. The Spring Hill Band is a big rival of the Center Band, one of the best bands in the area. Center is one of the biggest bands. This ball is kicked out of bounds, and that is illegal. Can't do that. That will be a penalty flag. So we'll see what they decide to do, whether they want to take the ball with penalty yards or have them kick it again. But yeah, it's a something that Chris Smith talked about in the Borders Poultry Supply Up Close and Personal, which we'll also have at halftime when everything else is finished before the third quarter begins. He said it's very much a band that we look forward to seeing. You can kind of gauge where we are against where they are. Mike Barnes was one of our band directors in the late 90s, early O's. When he came to Spring Hill from Center, he built one of the best bands and programs in the area, and they are still enjoying that legacy. So all that coming up at halftime. But first, the Rough Riders, heavily favored in this game by 24 points, are only leading by 1. They can't seem to shake the Panthers. Here we go. A fake, a pass out into the left flat, caught and dropped, or is it caught? Incomplete. And I didn't see if that was, I think that was a good pass that was just dropped. Maybe there was a hand that got in there and knocked it away. Not sure.
Of course, need to say hello to Jim Lawson, dad of Center Rough Rider. His other son lives here in Spring Hill. They're over on the here in the stadium, but Jim has got us tuned in.
Oh yeah,
listening to us.
Hey Jim, watching your two schools. There's the snap. This time the handoff is faked and the quarterback's keeping it. He gets to the 35-yard line. Bellin gets around the corner, heads out of bounds, is going to come out to about the 36-yard line. And that's going to be good for 5, maybe 6 yards. Bring it up third down. Oh, did they take a penalty on that, or is it should be third down, right? Was the first down? No, it's third down. Third down and about 4. And the handoff right up the middle. Is the blocking good enough? No. It's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards, but they had to get to the 40. They're going to miss that by where it's marked a solid 2 yards, and that's a long way to go, 2 yards in this far in your own territory. So what Coach wanted to see was, can our offensive line establish the run? That was a high-stakes, important run. They were unable to do it there, so I'm sure a little unhappy with that performance, and they bring in the punter for the second time.
It's a fake.
But they faked it.
And we got it.
It's going to be close.
Oh, no, we got it. We're well beyond it.
They're going to mark it right at it, Mr. Shires. The linesmen they are tightrope walking the 40-yard line. We'll see where they eventually put it.
I thought we fell and we had it easy.
Spring Hill doesn't think so.
No, well, maybe not. Nope.
Not quite.
Well,
I had the camera focused on the punter, and I saw when he jumped up for the ball, oops, this is a fake. By the time I found the action, it was stopped, and I was hoping that you were right on that. They were very close, but inches short on a 4th down gamble. And so Spring Hill has the ball with a chance to go ahead. 7:22 to go in the game. Rough Riders have led by 8, and the game's been tied a lot. Spring Hill with their first chance to take the lead. All about ball control. They've passed it one time. Quarterback looks like he's going to do it again. The pass is, well, he was open, but it would have had to have been a perfect pass. Pretty good coverage from the Rough Riders. So they took their shot, Mr. Shires.
Yeah. Glad to see it. Because now that puts them behind the chains. Now, this is critical right here, right, Mr. Wallington? If we can get if we can hold them to a yard or two. But, you know, we haven't seen that off-tackle pitch in a while. I feel like that's what's coming.
The off-tackle pitch where number 4, there he is. He's in motion.
Nope, go
hand it up the middle. Quarterback
we stopped it right there.
Boom. That's what you hope.
Wolf. Oh! Wolf, Easton Wolf in on the stop and going to cause a loss of 2 yards.
Rough Rider defender, last name Stone, explained what happened there.
Well, I guess if they don't get any yards, that means the front 7 probably did their job the best that they could. They held up the line very well, and the linebackers cleaned up anything if it got through.
Exactly what happened there, and it's 3rd down and a long 11. Big opportunity. Yeah. Easton Wolf on that tackle.
A timeout called by Spring Hill.
Are we doing okay on ads? Because we need to talk about Center Tire Company.
Oh, yes, we do.
Forever and a day, Center Tire Company. It was almost synonymous with the Tinkle family, but just a few months ago, it changes hands to Trey Burns. They had their ribbon cutting, and Trey has hit the ground running right where the Tinkle family left off. It's a great tradition of service, but now they have Sean Crouch on board, who is, the kind of fellow you trust with just pretty much whatever, including your tires. So you can trust Center Tire Company, who says, go Rough Riders. Also important to note, just across about 300 yards as the crow flies from Center Tire is JBI Insurance. And he wants everyone to know mobile homes need to be insured just like those on slabs or slats. Talk to him about mobile home insurance at JBI, who supports the Rough Riders. 3rd down and a long 11. Biggest play of the game so far, Mr. Shire.
Without a doubt, and this is huge, absolutely huge.
And the pitch back to number 4, he drops it. He's trying to pick it up. The Rough Riders may have got it. No, he does finally. It bounces into his hands, but he has nowhere to go. And that'll be the biggest loss since, Truman beat Dewey.
I was going to say since Gettysburg.
Since Gettysburg, even further back. Yeah, that's a huge loss and a huge heads-up play by the defense, but it was set up by a bad pitch. And so it's going to be 4th down and about 25. I bet they punt. But it'll be the first time we've seen the punter. All of their drives have ended with scores.
Let's have a look at that while we're waiting for the punt.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that again. The shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls now to his left.
There it is. I thought I lined it up. Oh, what a catch!
Did he catch it?
I am messing up here.
I'd like to see the touchdown, though. That's fun.
All right. You're going to get the punter there. You're not getting the punter. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. And his punt's going to go right to the returner to the 20-yard line.
It's going to be returnable. 2 nice moves. Oh, they're in the open field. They got a wall. Oh, nice job by Spring Hill, by the safety. Number 10 coming over. That was what we call, Mr. Wallington, a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, and it's one of the few that you see from behind. He just good hustle. But Timothy Johnson was just about to get on his, to kick the race car into high. It's 5:35 to go. I'm going to have to leave a little early because in addition to play-by-play, I'm also the voice of the Rough Rider Band, who will be first of the 2. I got to walk all the way across.
Let's look at that instant replay again. I think I got it set up this time.
All right.
Remember, we're talking over already, too.
No, he does finally. It bounces into his hands, but he has nowhere to go.
Oh,
That'll be the biggest loss since. Good enough. Spring Hill ready for the Rough Riders, but that was pretty big. If you're just joining us, the Rough Riders have led the whole game, but they went 3 and out. And Spring Hill, they went for it on 4th down with a fake punt. Spring Hill held. And then the Rough Riders managed a 3rd down and long, and then a fumble on a pitch back, and Rough Riders pounced all over that. So holding Spring Hill when they had a chance to go ahead, defense did good. But there was, on the return, a penalty. So instead of starting on the 50-yard line, that's all the way back to the 15. So that's special teams penalties. 35-yard penalty. Ball actually on the 16. So that's where the Rough Riders will start with 5.5 minutes to play. Bellin in the backfield, 3 receivers to the right. He fakes. He's rolling to the right. He's going to square himself through a cross field and just too far. I'm sorry, I went a little bit too far. But he was looking for number 5. It would have had to have been a beautiful pass.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered because it's going to be a blocking infraction on the Rough Riders, I imagine.
All right, so penalty on the play. We'll see if we can find where Mr. Whitehat is and let him tell us about it.
Offense, number 58. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Well, 2 penalties in a row move us back. And has Reynaldo functioning?
No, don't say. We're about to see here in a second.
Okay. We're just about to get where my camera can go no further. Tell coach to run the ball to the left if he's going to run it, so I can keep. If it's to his right, I just can't film it. Okay. First down and very long now with the quarterback standing nearly in the end zone. TJ keeps it, rolls to his right. A little bit high on a pass. There are 2 guys over there, not even sure which of those 2 he was intended for. So pretty inefficient. 2 penalties and a incomplete pass to 2 receivers.
Yeah, but at least that one incomplete pass doesn't count. So it's going to be second down and third down now. Second down and, 20?
Yeah, 2nd and 20. And getting out of the shadow of the goalpost would be good. Ball on the 6. Need to get to the 26 for the first down. The snap. Quick pass over to the right. Good catch. Trying to make some yards after that catch, but only a good for about 5. So a little hitch pass. Quick 5 yards, but third down and 15.
It looked like an inside tunnel screen, and we didn't quite get it walled off. You get the offensive lineman out there, get it, and then you create that tunnel, and you come right down the line. We ran it very successfully against Jacksonville last week, but they were able to get in and stop it.
2 receivers left, 2 right, and he's just going to scramble out of the pocket. He's going to throw to the first down line, and it's hard for me to get that, but it's also hard for him to get that. It's going to go incomplete, probably a smart incompletion by TJ Bellin, but yeah, Spring Hill came up big there. Remember, 24-point favorites, the Rough Riders, and they lead by 1 with 4:40 to go in the half. Going to have to punt and hope for the best with defense. The defender, the return guy, deep, is standing at about, inside Rough Rider territory. Our punter, heels on the goal line. The kick, it hits and bounces nicely. So it'll go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Probably best we could hope for on that punt. Good job. And Spring Hill will take over right there, close to midfield. After the big defensive stand where they took 3rd and 11 and turned it into 4th and 27, our Rough Riders are now 3 and out. The Spring Hill defense aided by some penalties.
Let's hear from Watson and Sons real fast.
Let's do.
I thought we were, but it doesn't look like we're going to.
We'll talk about Watson and Sons. Appreciate them for their support, but also for the beauty of that facility. They built it in 1998, but you wouldn't notice it. You wouldn't know it was that old. They keep it to where you always feel like you are comfortable and at home. At Watson and Sons, they do their best for you. On first down, number 4 in motion, takes the ball, hit at the midfield stripe, and he's going to be limited to 2.5 yards. There is a fumble, or no, that's a fight. They are disagreeing. They are disagreeing. A healthy disagreement. 4:09 to go to halftime. Make sure that no flags came out for that. I don't think anybody did anything flagrantly illegal. Yeah, ball's going to be set at the 49, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Okay. Ready for the snap. Man in motion. Pitch to the man, going to the outside. Will he get around the corner? He does. He turns back in. He's good past the 40-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. Had to get to the 41.
Yeah, I think Spring Hill got away with a hold out there. But it ain't holding unless you get caught.
That's right. Easton Wolf, that name's been called a lot by the Spring Hill announcers tonight.
Right. The good thing is they can't just take their time. You've got 3 minutes. So that's someone they're going to get a chunk play, and hopefully we can force them into an error.
And you know what that means? On 1st down,
Quarterback's going to hold, keep it. Oh, yeah, we got him.
Quarterback keeps it, yeah, and they string him out. There are several Rough Riders in on that, but the first one that gets there, number 4.
This Gage Vadrone with the stop.
Gage Vadrine's come up big in the first 6 quarters for the Rough Riders.
Yes.
After this play, Mr. Shires, I'm going to have to take my trek across the way and hand over the camera to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
All right.
So we've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here. You may be sprinting over, Wallington.
I may be, but I got those skills. There's the handoff again to number 4.
Around. Riders do a great job of making them cut back in and containing it, and then the Riders are there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
So big opportunity for the Rough Riders to get possession back. I'm going to keep it and see if they make a 1st down.
Yep.
If they don't and they punt, I'm going to get a break. If they make it, I'm going to have to run like the wind. 3rd and a little more than 10. They got to get to the 27. And here they go. Snap, handoff right up the middle, and it's slowed down and stopped. So they are a long way from 1st down yardage, but given where they are, probably 4 down territory. I'm going to have to hand it to you, Mr. Shires.
Yeah, they end up getting a good chunk there, so it's going to be 4th down and about 4. So here they go. They're going to go for it. Rider fans making some noise. And they're going to go the gut, and it's going to be really close. And they're going to give them the 1st down.
Let's push these Panthers into the end zone.
So 1:08 to go here. It's going to be 1st and 10. And the clock has started. We're under a minute. Nice gain on 1st down. Going to get 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Spring Hill's going to take a timeout on the field with 45 seconds to go. We're here from Batters, and we'll be back as this game is a very, very critical series of things about to happen here. Riders up 21-20.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Folks, we're going to bring it back here, set it up for you. 45.2 seconds to go here in the half. Riders nursing a 1-point lead, 21-20. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 We're going to keep the wide shot with Ronaldo. Chris Wallington making his way over to announce the band. We see the guys talking to the coaches and coming back out. There you go. They're gonna pass it. Gonna throw it away. Nice defense by the Rough Riders. That's going to bring up third down and short. Third down and 4. 38.3 seconds left here for Spring Hill. It'll be interesting because again, it looks like they've got a kicker that has some amount of leg. If they would try to kick a field goal to take the lead here. Rough Riders in a battle. So third down, it's really more like third down and, I said 3rd and 4, but it's more like 3rd and 6. So here they go, they're gonna throw it again. Oh, it's a fumble! Did the Riders get it? Are the Riders on it? And they are, the Riders get a turnover. Spring Hill attempts to throw the football. And it's sack, fumble on the play by the Rough Riders. What a huge turn of events. Now the Riders have 30 seconds. They have 3 timeouts. So they are going to be able to try to get it into field goal range. We know they can score quickly. So once again, the Rider defense comes up big here and does what is necessary to not only keep them out of the end zone, but also give our offense a chance to try to get this lead back higher than 1. So here we go, 1st and 10. With 29.7 seconds. They're going to fake the handoff, to throw it over to Timothy Johnson, and he's going to get out of bounds and get a quick first down. 23.4 seconds. Riders going to need a big chunk play here at some point. Going to fake it. Going to take off running. He's going to get past one guy, get out of bounds, and he does. TJ Bellin able to make a big play here, but it's going to be down to 10 seconds here. All right, so the Colonel has joined us in the press box, and he's going to take over and get the filming. So here we go. So we got 10 seconds to go. We're going to throw it to try to get one more play. We're going to go down with 4 seconds. We're going to call a timeout.
Number 3, Timothy Johnson on that catch. 2.5 seconds left.
All right, so we got 2.5 seconds to go here in the quarter. Rough Riders going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Actually, we'll stay with you. So, Colonel, put on a headset right there.
We've had a great half of football. We encouraging these Panthers to finish this game out and win it.
There you go. Got it on. Let's see if we get you turned up. All right. What do you think so far? This has been a battle, hasn't it?
It has been.
Well, we still don't have you on. All right, get that other set. I'm not sure what Wallington did.
How about now?
There we go.
You know, this is why the service academies are hard to play, because you don't see people play this offense with this efficiency all year long. So I had to get a couple series. Now we're starting to settle in on defense a little bit.
Yeah, finally.
They finally pulled a couple guys out and put people in the middle of the field, so it's going to be hard to throw the ball down the field easily. But one broken tackle, and it's a touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
So here we go. All right, we're going deep. We're going up top.
He
We've
might
got
get it. He got it.
Oh, no, he dropped it.
He got it. He stepped out of bounds, but that's the end of the half.
Yikes.
Yep. It's good to know you can get down the field in 38 seconds, though.
Yeah. All right, folks, that's the first half. Riders have a 21-20 lead. We get ready to go to the Farmer State Bank halftime show, which is going to begin now. All right, sorry about that, folks. Our halftime intro video is not functioning properly, so we'll have that next week. But the halftime is brought to you by Farmer State Bank. We'll hear from Farmer State Bank right now as we get ready for the center band.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmer State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmer State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmer State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's the Dairy Queen Play of the Game segment here in the Farmer State Bank post-game, or it used to be the post-game show, halftime show. What do you think, Colonel, as far as play of the half?
The play of the half?
Play of the half. There's a number of them to choose from.
Yeah, I would say that first touchdown to T-Baby's probably got to be the one. I kind of delivered the mail properly. It's like, this is how it's going to work. And then I want to say their responding drive to that was pretty impressive. They took about 8.5 minutes off the clock and went down and finished it with points. Cleaned a few things up, and I was talking to some people in the stands saying 2 turnovers will put this game in our favor. We got our 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Yep. So we need to capitalize on them.
That's right. They're gonna get the ball started second half, but we'll talk about that in expert analysis. I'm gonna go with you with T-Baby's big score. Or Tim's big score.
Tim's big score, yeah.
Right. Also, as an honorable mention, that was going to be that sack fumble there.
Yep.
Because they were in real danger of taking the lead.
For sure.
And we were able to step up on defensive formation.
And sacks happen because people are covered in the back end.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was great.
That was. So we see we'll go out and get. We see the band there. We're going to get the chaparrals. Of course, we're going to get to see what the performance looks like from behind. Of course, our band is brought to you by Bounds Insurance. They're bringing us the band and the chaparrals this week.
I've seen him walking down there.
High School Twirler.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Farmers Bank halftime show. And now it's time to enjoy the pride of Shelby County, the Center High School Marching Band, under the direction of Chris Smith.
All right, folks, here's the center. All right, folks, here's the Center High School Marching Band.
And now, presenting the pride of Shelby County, the award-winning Center High School Marching Band. The Center High School Marching Band.
All right, everybody, that's the Center High School Marching Band, brought to you by Bounds Insurance. Now, we got another thing that Chris Washington created. We'll see if it actually plays. This is what comes up.
I hope you enjoyed the performance of the Center High School Rough Rider Band.
Now it's time for the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Chaparrals.
And now entering the field, the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Center High School Chaparral. The Chaparral sponsors are Courtney Ballin and Jennifer Fawcett. The Chaparrals are led on the field by Senior Captain Laura Ann Stahl, Senior First Lieutenant Braylon McCaffrey, Senior First Lieutenant Giselle O'Walde, Junior Second Lieutenant Kiara Henson, Senior Third Lieutenant Genesis Odom, and this week's Chaparral of the Week, Nevaeh Bennington. Tonight, the girls will be performing a kick routine to the song We Found Love.
All right, folks, that's the Shelby County Sweethearts, the CHS Chaparrals. Let's hear now from Bounds Insurance as the former state bank halftime show continues.
I'm your announcer, Jason Aldean.
Okay.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Farmers State Bank halftime show. It's now time for the East Texas Automotive halftime analysis. And we're going to, I don't know how we got that stuff that in the background there. I don't recognize that song. But anyway, so we're going to see Spring Hill has an excellent marching band. They are very skillful, and
they are,
and have always been that way. Walt talked about that. Now we're going to turn to East Texas Automotive. Got the Colonel Matt Gregory, and so this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk offensively first, and then we got some clips we're going to watch.
This is different. Looking forward to it.
So let's talk about offensive. What did you see out there?
Well, it looked like they were going to dare us to run the ball, and they left the middle of the field wide open.
Yep.
And looks like we came out and responded with just a couple little hitch screens, and the first one went 80 yards, and then the next one went 60 yards. They started to play a little more honest, but the middle of the field was still wide open. We got a little bit of a running game going, just mild misdirection with a couple pulls by T.J. Boleyn. We had a little bit of push-up in there, so I think catching our own offensively, like I said there towards the end of the half, it was nice to get down the field in 36 seconds. I just wish we would have scored.
If we had 46, we might have got it in.
You know. It was going in.
So we're going to look at a couple of highlights. Here's highlight number 1.
All right.
Number 10 coming over. That was let me see what that is. Touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, and it's one of the few that
looks like a penalty counselor. What are you putting up here, man?
Not what it should have been.
All right, here we go.
Okay, this is their score as they go outside and get it in the end zone.
Yeah, to their credit, that was a nice little drive by them. Took about 9 minutes.
Yep. Timothy Johnson, here they go. The Riders are looking to, and in here, lining up here. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what I put in there. This is the first try on this. Hold on, let me get. Excuse me, folks. We'll come back to this. While I'm getting this lined up, let's talk about defense.
Let's do it. So I thought, like I said earlier, now you know why the service academies are so hard to play. We're playing a little bit of an Air Force scheme. It's double slot stuff. And it looked for a little bit there, the difficulty with that is you don't really see it live and full speed until you're actually playing the team, because it's hard to get that kind of look in a practice setting. And B, it looked like they were kind of getting us out leveraged a little bit by alignment and, leverage. Back where I come from, they call it outflanked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Down here we have all these finance and lawyer types out leveraged.
Yeah.
So, but up in Michigan, you know where that is, right?
Yeah.
It's outflanked, but I think we made some adjustments there. Started getting a little more penetration. It's harder to get those pullers across. It's hard to do that wide zone stuff when you're getting some penetration. And we started to get some stops.
I tell you what, I thought I saw, at least sometimes, we were actually getting it pushed back in, but our linebackers and our inside-out guys were kind of getting caught up in the trash.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash get caught up in there that you could. You talk to an old defensive coach when they play something like this, say you throw a cast net, you can get their whole offense under it because they're all in one spot. There's a lot of people to move through and read your keys and get to your assignment, get to the ball. It kind of makes it hard. But, again, they're all in one spot.
Right. Let's look at this. We're going to go back. We're going to look at highlight number 1. I think I got it right now. Let's
All
see.
right.
We're going to go to here, and then we're going to go back. Highlight number 1 should work. There we go. We're going to see this is a nice pass. Bellin rolls out to his left, and then
Sure does.
leads his receiver perfectly in for the 6.
As good as a pass as that was, it was even better catch.
That's right.
That was a tremendous effort by that young man with concentration, reaching out for that ball.
Yeah, I believe that was going to be Tim Johnson on that. Let's see. We're just going to pick some random here. I don't remember what it is, but let's see what happens.
We'll roll the dice on this, huh?
Yeah.
Number 10 coming over. That was.
Well, I think it's one. Okay, this was the end of the back. I missed it. That was the problem with that. Let's go back in and we'll go to 3 here. Get us another one.
So, Stephen, would it be your alma mater that made you have a problem with that song they were playing?
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a great game tomorrow while you bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
I think your Texas faithful are going to find that's probably going to be one of the best college football settings they've had the opportunity to lose a game in.
Or win. Or win. We're going to find out. Let's see. Let's try this here. So,
Stephen. The first time they've gone that direction in a while. Center was not.
We're going to get better at this, I promise.
This is a lot you got going on up here.
Yeah, I know, but this was something I practiced.
But I know that you're on your own because I know what your help looks like.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, this is the same one. This is one I do get this, but it's good to see it again and again.
Oh, what a kick!
Did he catch it?
Let me go back because
It's a little bit more about defense. I think we've settled in, made some adjustments, and reading our keys a little cleaner. And we're forcing, we're stringing the option out, forcing the pitch. The thing about that kind of football, counselor, is you got a belly fake, you got a quarterback read, and you got a pitch. The ball's moving around a lot. The opportunity for it to come loose goes up the further it goes to the sideline. So,
and we've seen that when we made them go outside.
Yep.
Let's try this one more time. We're going to see what this one is.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's the slant.
Yeah.
For the touchdown.
And that young man, we put 3 into the field there and left that, I think, about a 6'4" receiver on about a 5'2" corner.
Yeah.
That young man gave a lot of effort, but he didn't look like he had much of an opportunity to make a play there.
Yeah, I tell you what, the surprise. I knew Bellin was talented, but he's got a strong arm.
He's got a strong arm.
Throwing those slants, they're like bullets.
Sure are, and he's been throwing some of those hitch screens all the way outside the numbers from the opposite hash.
Yep.
That's not an easy feat either.
No, it's not. All right, folks, that's the East Texas Automotive halftime analysis. Thank you for Colonel for coming in, and thank you for helping me get through our inaugural highlight reel. I think we'll get better as we go, but wanted to be able to folks to see, not just hear us talk about it, but see some of the plays.
Well, like I said, there's people all over the country watching this stuff, so I appreciate y'all doing it.
Thank you. All right, that's the Colonel. It's always a pleasure to have him in, and it's going to be something as the year goes on, we'll have him up. And easy at visiting games because he's just a spectator. Home, he is part of the chain gang. All right, we're going to hear from East Texas Automotive, a couple other sponsors, and we'll be right back.
We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Up close and personal with the band director is going to have to wait another week. But Chris, what did Chris Smith have to say?
Well, he said, man, you know what I ought to do? I need to make an audio backup. That would be easy to do, but not easy enough to do right now. He was proud, and that I interview him twice a year, once before contest where he is cautiously optimistic, right? And then again at the beginning of the year where he's always cautious. But he said the band sounds good. Now, 70 freshmen still need to learn to march. That happens every year. But as far as the sound goes, he's pretty excited about it.
It sounds really good.
And I noticed that, they are facing the home crowd. And, man, measures of both the march and the fanfare, it blew your hair back, and such a big sound. And of course, one of the best bands in this part of the state is on the field right now. They're half the size. Center is in the first 2 or 3 weeks marching all 216 of their band students. Now the final tally will get down to probably 175, but at the beginning they march everybody, and it's a big sound. And he's proud of that. He said, of course, we have lots to get better at with marching, but the sound is something it's hard to coach. So he was excited, and that is going to serve as our Borders Poultry Supply up close and personal. Apologies that the video didn't work, but well, that's nothing all that particularly new. As the good to see you again at the beginning of another marching season. So tell me about your summer and your first week.
Everything's working pretty well. The band's more mature this year. My junior class was a real strong group last year, and so they've matured. And we've got a larger senior group, almost 40 seniors this year, so it's about 15 kids larger than last year's group. And then, of course, 70 freshmen. So and I marched everybody. We got 215 on the roll, and we were able to march all of them. So,
215?
Yeah, we're back over 200. I think we ended last year with 178, and so we're back over 215. So we've fluctuated the last 15 years around 200. So, but anyway, the kids are working well, making some really good mature sounds for this time frame. We just got to clean some marching. Obviously, the alignment wasn't where you wanted on Friday night, but it's kind of expected on first game when you're marching all of them.
Sure. You're marching everybody. 70 of them have marched scarcely little.
About 4 weeks, yeah. About 4 weeks.
Was that about half the drill we saw?
Yeah,
one march?
Probably about 3.5 minutes. And so I've got the top half of another march and the trio of another to add, which we'll try to add this coming Monday night. And so about 3.5 minutes. It has to be 5 minutes and no longer than 8. And so I always try to shoot for about 6 minutes or so not to wear them out. But yeah, that's about half the drill. That's all of one march. So they're sitting in a good shape right now. We just need to get more of it out there Monday night.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing that. As people are listening to you, let's see, it's right after we've just seen you. Right. And the Spring Hill Band is on the field as people are watching this.
Right.
That's something of a rivalry.
That's right. Spring Hill has one of the best bands in our class. I mean, they've been good for a really long time. Mike Barnes was band director here years ago, and then went to Spring Hill and kind of got that thing going.
Well, that's the band Mike built.
Yeah, that's right. And it's been pretty solid ever since he's retired. And anyway, it's a really good band. We're looking forward to seeing them.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Just enough time for the the Batters Law Firm halftime scoreboard, and it says from our county teams, last night, Joaquin almost beat the Beckville Bearcats. 28-24 was the final. St. Augustine, it says here, is leading 1,000-10 at halftime over Palestine. I'm guessing that's a 10-10 tie. Hemphill is getting it put on them by the Wascom Wildcats, 56-6 third quarter score. Shelbyville in the fourth quarter up 5 points on the New Boston Lions. Garrison down by 2 in the third quarter to ARP, 14-12. That's a surprise. And Lovelady hanging tight with Timpson, 16-21. Timpson leads by 5 in the mid-third quarter. And that's your Batters halftime scoreboard. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. We'll hear from Borders, and we will finish up the halftime program.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
When you need supplies for your poultry farm, remember Borders Poultry Supply on Highway 87 South here in Center. The folks at Borders Poultry are ready to help you with parts for your brooders, chore time and rock cell feeders, and new drinker systems. Do you need a new incinerator? Are you ready for a new litter barn or compost shed? Do you need some updates on your poultry farm? Call 598-6297. Borders Poultry Supply, builders of quality poultry houses.
Walked right past the Lawson family.
All right then, the halftime celebration is over. Now it's time for the second half of Rough Rider football. And now, let's take you to the counselor, Stephen Shires.
All right, folks, it's time for our Ray Jones Chevrolet keys to the second half.
It's a one-point game, exciting there at the end, getting down to the 2-yard line, but Rough Riders are going to start on defense, and they're going to have to try and get a stop to preserve the lead. Offensively, they've scored. It's often enough. They're on pace for 42 points, but defensively have to find something. What were you talking about the inside out?
Well, there's two things. The Colonel, former football coach, discussed, exactly what we needed to do technically. He also agreed that our linebackers and some of our inside pursuit were getting caught up in the trash, and we need to do that. So we continue to score offensively and play, and just we played much better defensively as the game went on. So that's our Ray Jones Chevrolet keys to the half. And like Colonel said, you got to play this a few times before you learn it. Oh, this is going to be close. The Riders might fall on it, but they don't.
Little poof kick. That was the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Let's hear from Shelby Savings Bank as we get ready to start the second half. We'll be right back.
Shelby Savings Bank has a bold new look, but they're still the same local bank they always were. Same people, same friendly service, but with a bold new look and new services including mobile deposits from your ATM, your computer, or your cell phone. Shelby Savings Bank, same bank.
All right, here we go, folks. We get ready to start the second half. Riders with a 1-point lead. 20 less than they're picked to win by.
Yeah,
but we can throw that. We can throw that out the window.
Most likely, unless there's some sort of big explosion. There's a snap going towards the right, looking to pass. Puts it up in the air, and it's too short even to be intercepted. As he was putting under some pressure back in the backfield, he was running a little bit too far behind.
Where do we have an offsides?
Oh no. A flag down, you say?
Yes.
Where is Mr. Whitehat? Oh, I see him. Wow. Didn't hear him. His microphone wasn't on. But that's an easy 1st and 5 for Spring Hill. And he gives it to the fullback. And the interior line closes around that fullback, but he gets most of the 5 yards. 3 of them. So it'll be 2nd down and 2.
They got less than. And we thought, let's take a quick break. Here we're going to hear from Blake Furniture. We'll be right back.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
All right, welcome back, folks. Going to be second down and probably a long two. We'll give it to the fullback again. This time he finds room. He's fast.
Man, gets all the way down. They catch him from behind, but barely. You're right. That is a particularly fast individual. And they needed 2nd and 2. They got 2nd and about 78. 1st and goal, ball way inside the State Farm red zone. Ball's going to be marked about the 2-yard line. Well, not what we expected there, Mr. Shawers. Not at all. But when you get those things blocked up like they do, sometimes good things happen. That time, they get absolutely 0. Same looking play. Same sort of attacking the same gap in the defense. This time, absolutely no doing. Gained, 2 feet. Here they are again. Pitch to the right, and he goes untouched into the right-hand side of the end zone. And so Spring Hill does exactly what they want to in a relatively short time, only a minute, 25 seconds, 5 plays for that lightning of a drive with the longest play of the game that wasn't special. They had a 100-yard return, but that was the longest play of the game.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Why not? They're down by, they're up by 5 now. This would put them back on schedule, trying to get up and go up by 7. The snap, quarterback gives it around the end to, a guy that makes it easily in. They sold it that it was going to the middle, and then at the last minute, went around the right side, and it works. The 2-point conversion makes it 28-21, and Spring Hill making a definite game of this, their first lead of the game. We'll be back right after this here at NetSN.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas. This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, one that we don't like.
Yeah, right. It's I didn't take them long to capitalize. It's a 7-point game now. First time the Rough Riders have trailed this season. How will they react? Ball kicked to the far side. Good
This is
return.
how they react.
And return makes it to almost midfield. No penalties. Rough Rider had a good return in the second quarter, but it was brought back. This one, no such luck, and T.J. Bellin in the offense huddling up now with the coaches, find themselves down for, like I said, the first time all season. Jacksonville never led at all, never threatened, but Spring Hill has punched back. What will this offense, and especially the offensive line, be made of here? All passing really so far for the Rough Riders. Very little net gain on the ground. So here we go. There's the snap. There's the fake. There's the throw to the right. Caught in stride. First down. Breaks to the 40-yard line. Well done. And that is, guess who? Timothy Johnson, who has very quickly emerged in just 4 or 5 quarters as the go-to threat for TJ Bellin and the Rough Riders. First down and 10 on the 40. Ray Jones first down, and a snap and then a fake and a throw downfield. Let's get it back quickly. A little bit behind the passer, and just behind enough for Spring Hill's number 14 to get to it.
And if he hits him in stride, it's 6.
Yeah, that was almost a good pass, but it wasn't quite good enough for what needed to happen. And decent coverage. Number 14 was a half step behind, but since the pass was about a half step behind, it worked out for them. Second down and 10, ball on the 40 for your Rough Riders. And they fake it. Bellin keeps it. He was going to run. Now he's scrambling for his life. Probably a blocking infraction as he gets across the line of scrimmage. And yeah, right there, being pursued in the backfield. And
I'm not sure what was wrong with that. I mean, it was not a clip. It was his head was on the right side.
Yeah, it was close. It wasn't anything like a dirty play or a dumb play, but I thought just those kind of plays are often flagged. The gain was negligible to start with, so there's going to be a pause while they consider this. But let me take this chance to say thank you to Mooney's Emporium and say thank you to her for helping me with a gag this summer. I went to a summer camp with middle school kids, and so I got a shirt made that said "My Camp Shirt." Wore it for a day. The middle school people said, "Is that your camp shirt?" "Yeah, I only have one." Then the next day, I wore the second shirt she made for me, which was my other camp shirt. And that threw them for a loop. It was a lot of fun. That kind of stuff and that kind of sense of humor is yours to create at Mooney's Emporium.
Very nice.
And
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard old-fashioned blocking penalty. And so now instead of what would have been 3rd and 9, it's 2nd and 25. And so the snap, the fake, and the pass downfield. He's got him, and it is a touchdown. A perfect pass. Not much you can do there. Receiver just ran by his guy, and that was that. Who was that on the catch, sir? That's Jeremiah Ratcliffe, the senior. The other guy, Johnson is the go-to, but the other guy is very capable. Tony Hill, Drew Pierce, from my youth. That's Drew Pearson, but there's also Tony Hill. Jerry Rice, but there was also Taylor, right?
That's right.
I guess it's Nakua for the Rams, but there's also extra point is good. Oh, who's the receiver for the Rams? It's a veteran now. It's no longer well, it doesn't matter.
Oh, so let's watch the replay here on this.
Let's watch the replay. 28-28 is the score. But this pass is just, he ran by the single coverage. TJ saw it.
Perfect pass. Pitch and catch.
Good enough.
Pitch and catch.
That replay brought to you by the counselor, Stephen Shires. We'll hear from a sponsor and be right back.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, welcome back. Yet another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, one that we like very much.
Yeah, we like these a lot better, but had to score to tie the game. Now the Rough Rider defense, they've stopped them, held them for a punt once, forced a fumble once, but otherwise, Spring Hill's been pretty good. Kickoff is at the 25. They're returning it back and getting around the edge and brought down at about the 37-yard line.
Easton Wolf just laid some wood on the guy there.
I think Easton Wolf may be my defensive player of the game right now.
He's had a really solid game, maybe even more than Atkins.
Yeah, today his
Atkins
name's been called at the right spot a lot of times.
Yeah. So anyway, here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road. I mean, I will be able to score. We throw 5 balls, we're probably going to score on 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, but the question is, can we stop this very effective?
And if we stop them, how long is it going to take us? Okay. Quick pass to the right, badly overthrown. Got to try that every now and then.
No, I don't understand it. I think sometimes coaches outthink themselves.
Yeah.
I would run that pitch off tackle until we stopped it.
Well, for what it's worth, number 8 on that little quick out was open. And if it had been an accurate pass, that would have been good for about 7 easy yards and out of bounds. But no go, 2nd down and 10. This flex bone offense with 3 backs. And
that right there.
That's the one. The flip to number 4 around the side has been good, and it's been good again as he just keeps going. And tell me how that works. That's not just him outrunning everybody. That's the offensive line knowing what to do.
Well, that time it looks like he might have got around the corner. We've done a good job of keeping him from getting around the corner, but there's been an alleyway just off tackle. But that time I think he was able to get around the corner and get outside and make a nice gain.
Very nice game. Good for a 1st down. Ball on the 45-yard line. It's like a wishbone turned inside on itself. The 2 backs normally in a wishbone are behind the quarterback on each side of him. Now they are in front of him as 2 wings. Now the motion, the pitch again. He's through again. He's got the 1st down again. He breaks a tackle again, and then they catch him from behind again and tackle him at about the 31-yard line. And they're just hard to stop on that, and it's not like we don't see that coming. That's their play that says we're going to run it till you stop it. They've had some luck with right up the middle, and they found the right gap in the right spot. But for the most part, most of their money's been made right there on that play with a pitch to that athlete. Coach Meeks said as much. He said number 4 is their guy, and we've seen why. This time it's a fake to 4, right up the middle, and everybody watching number 4 got the fullback.
4 is good, but fullback is really good too. I think fullback's got more yards than 4.
You think?
Yeah, because he's had those.
That's true. He had that long run, and he's for fullbacks go
had
fast.
2 of them. Yeah.
Good. That one was good for 8. 2nd down and 2. Ball, well, just short of the State Farm red zone here with 8:53 to go, 3rd quarter. The motion, the quick. This time the quarterback keeps it after faking to the fullback, and that's the thing. You never know who's going to get it. Quarterback doesn't go far. He's tackled on the outside at the 15, but that's good enough for another Panther 1st down. And while they attend to one of the Panthers who's limping right now, it gives me a chance to say thank you again to Watson & Sons, our new sponsor. And it's not just for our games, but it's all the ones that Larry does as well. The county games get to hear about the excellence of Watson & Sons. And it's not just Watson & Sons, don't you know. It's also the perpetual care of Memorial Park Cemetery right next door. And it's the perfect cemetery location. It's out of the way, but not too far out of the way. Right on the highway, easy to find, and beautiful. Watson & Sons brings you that Memorial Park Cemetery. And we also thank Center Tire Company because Trey Burns is the man. I don't know where he was working with tires before he took this over, But he showed up as the owner knowing exactly what to do. And he has a staff that seems to enjoy working there, and that's a large part of it. If you like going to work, you do a good job. That's certainly the case at Center Tire Company. You know where they are, right on Hurst Street, close to Golden Corral and Center. With 8:35 to go, 1st and 10 from the 15, the Spring Hill offense has marched just as predicted. Score tied 28-all, and they're making a bid to go ahead for the second time this game. Fumbled the ball, the quarterback did, just mishandled it. No reason for that except just slipped. Something, either the ball was slippery or he just forgot to hold on to it. So that is an easy loss of not that much, 3 or 4 yards, bringing up what will be a second down and about, what's that, Shires, 13?
I said 14, so.
One of their big offensive linemen who have helped make this go tweaked a knee or an ankle, and he's having to leave the game a little bit he's walking off, but he's going to have to get some attention. So whoever's playing across from his replacement has something of an opportunity here, I guess. I was looking at second down and 13, definitely 4-down territory, or maybe a field goal. Since the game's tied, field goal puts Spring Hill ahead.
Well, we need to capitalize on that mistake and tighten up right here.
Absolutely. The 3 men. And
they're audibling something.
Yeah, something's going on. It's a different guy is in motion. He goes around the left-hand corner. He gets where he needs to go for the first down. And that was, whatever that audible was, Mr. Shires, it was well called, as number 18, not one of the guys that carry it all the time, came in motion from, what was it, the tight end spot? You're used to seeing the motion coming from the backs, but that was from the line and kind of caught the Rough Rider defense flat-footed. In the State Farm red zone, first down and goal to go from just outside the 5-yard line. And there's the motion, and there's the pitch around the right-hand side. The defense was there, though.
Fumble.
And
he fumbled it.
Hit him hard enough to fumble. And what a great play. That's number 4 coming out of the stack with it. I don't know if he recovered it, but he certainly threw it to
That's
the
Gage
referee. Gage
Verdreen.
We're going to say he recovered that, and that puts him as a definite DQ play of the game.
I'm not sure who put the pop on him, but it was a huge play.
Yeah, we would like to see that, because between Fedreen and whoever made the hit, that was huge. That's as huge as it gets. They were first down and goal, driving to go ahead, and now the Rough Rider offense gets to take the field. I was about to say defense is bound to be a little bit winded. As we expected, Spring Hill's been on the field on offense way more than Center has. Well, Center's big plays don't take long.
This is where you wish you could run the football effectively.
Would be nice, but tie game, middle of the third quarter, Rough Riders with their second possession, and they have a little pitch around the end, but they don't get much. It's a different looking play, different runner with the ball, but it's only good for maybe 1. We'll call it second down and 9 point something. Second down play in the pistol is TJ. Quick pass out to his left. Good completion, plenty room to run. The receiver almost got around the defender, but gets out of bounds across the 20, and good for a Rough Rider and Ray Jones. First down. Every time there's a first down, I'm reminded.
We see it right there.
First down with Ray Jones, I am reminded of my Chevrolet, my Mighty Traverse, and how many miles I've been in that thing, and how happy I've been with it. Thank you, Ray Jones. First down and some breathing room. Fake. Rolling to his right, looking downfield. Squares up, throws it, and it's looked like kind of a dump off, but was it complete? It wasn't a dump off. It was a 8-yard pass. No, I think it was incomplete. They're taking it back. Had it been complete, it would have been good almost for the first down, but now it's second down and 10. Couldn't really tell. Receiver's back to us. Okay. That's Bellin. In the pistol, takes the ball, fakes it to his running back, passes it over to his left. Almost picked off, but not.
Almost picked and then almost tripped up.
Yeah.
But we're going to get enough for a Rough Rider. What do you call that? Ray Jones Chevrolet?
That's a Ray Jones. First down. And who was that? Is that Timothy Johnson? His numbers kind of rolled up.
I believe so.
Okay. We'll take the first down. So it started at the 3, and now it's at the 30. And another fake. And now he's rolling, looking downfield, across the green.
Throws yes.
It.
Oh.
Perfect. Oh, I thought it was going to be.
Little low, but it should have been caught.
Yeah, and again, that receiver was running just a tightrope on the 50-yard line. And if he could have caught that, Shires, I think that might have been a touchdown. He probably outruns the defense.
Yeah. The deep end. I mean, Bellin flung that ball probably 35 yards on, while he was on the run.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of stopping and squaring his feet and throwing against his body. Hard throw. Second down, handoff this time. Runner has it, bounces to the left, gets outside, gets to the 40.
Should be right at the marker.
Yeah, had to get just across the 40. Where will they mark it? Yeah, right on the 40. So it's going to be third down. Let me get you a look there. There's the yard marker and the first down marker, about a yard. Tie game. Rough Riders with the ball late, mid-third quarter still. What will they call on third and short? And it's the handoff right up the middle. He gets through, and look, he lowers his head and goes. He was popped at the 40, but he kept driving for the first down and then found some new legs and got to the 50, to the midfield stripe. A 10-yard game when we needed one.
That's what we want to see right there.
Strongest run of the game.
Got the first down and then ran. He just ran, slap over somebody.
Yeah, it looked like a Ray Jones, like a Silverado 2500 right there.
We got a little break in the action. We're going to hear from Happy Tails.
Let's do.
Happy Tails Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve and protect the lives of animals in our community and to alleviate their suffering and abuse. Every week during the ball game, you'll have a Happy Tails Adoption Center Minute, where we will feature a couple of the wonderful animals up for adoption at Happy Tails Adoption Center. Also remind everyone how you can donate and become a foster or even volunteer if you have the opportunity. It's Happy Tails Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County, just east of Center. My name is Sparkles. I'm 2 years old and weigh 27 pounds. I'm a Catahoula mix and a little on the small side. I love playing, especially with kids. My name is Izzy. I'm 3 years old and I was what they called a city dog. But after 5 weeks I have all my hair back, I'm super healthy, and I love people. These dogs, plus many other animals, are available for adoption at Happy Tails Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County.
Everybody, welcome back.
Proud of our partnership with Happy Tails.
And we'll talk more about that here in a bit.
First down and 10 from directly midfield. Drive's gone 48 yards so far. Low snap. Pass over to Johnson. Little pitch pass. He gets around him.
Oh, shoestring tackle by number 42. Otherwise, that was going to go the distance.
Yeah, that was good play. But it's good for a Ray Jones first down. And then they try again. The fake and the quick pass. He had to pass before he was really ready.
No, it just wasn't. That was going to be a slant, and it just wasn't on target.
Yeah, the receiver, I think, started slanting before the quarterback was ready for him.
No, we just didn't get it out there. I mean, that's what the slant does. You take 3 steps in and then come inside, and it was just
something was off rhythm, and that brings up second down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Good drive, longest drive of the game, easily for the Riders. And Bellin with the ball, throws it to his left. Perfect pass to about the 27. Receiver is still going.
That's Tim Johnson is like, he gave up a first down but got it back. And so we're moving quickly.
Yeah, that's most excellent yak yards. Ball on the 20 now. just on the edge of the State Farm red zone, and a Ray Jones first down. There's T.J. Bellin, and there's whistles.
No, he false start. That was such a minor move, but there was just a slight hitch by us before the snap.
All it takes. One of the easier calls to make. And it's first down and 15. Ball on the 25, got to get to the 10. Almost exactly 15. I mean, the ball has to get right to the stripe. It's been a good drive. Riders are tied. There's the snap. There's the fake. And the throw into the end zone. He's got him perfect right in his bread basket. And who is that? That is, as advertised, Timmy Johnson. He is having a year much like he had on the basketball court when he kind of take over games. Are they going for two? It looks like they might, and then they break out of it, and they're going to bring on the extra point team. Can they get in there and get it done in 23 game seconds? Most likely they can. So they retake the lead after giving up the lead at the very beginning of the half. They answer on two consecutive scores. One took 17 seconds. This one took up most of the third quarter. Answer back with a long drive. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is just perfect. Rough Riders reclaim the lead by a touchdown, 35-28. We'll be right back here in Spring Hill for a good one.
As we see, as we go to break, we're going to see perfectly done, perfectly led.
He's got it perfect right in his bread basket. Like you do in practice.
All right, folks, we'll be right back.
That's cool.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, oh, that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
All right, folks, welcome back. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. The ones we like is when the Riders do it. Looks like we're going to do another pop-up kick. And they're going to fair catch it.
I guess you make those decisions when you give up a 100-yard kick return. Make sure you kind of control that.
So 4:10 to go in the game. Riders up 35-28. Critical play series of the game. Rider defense gets a turnover as the Panthers are able, they're getting large chunks of yards moving down the field, 20 and 30 at a time. Get down inside the red zone, down inside the 10. Riders with a big hit get a turnover. Rider offense then goes 97 yards.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sequence of the game. The Rough Rider defense for the second time creates a turnover. The first one was big, but that one was just monumental.
Well, and then the Rider offense, not only do they go score, but they take some time to do it.
Absolutely do. There is a timeout. Gives me a chance to say thank you so much to the Forge Gym, Danbert Collum and his gang at the Forge. Make sure that you are in the best shape that you could be. All you have to do is say, I'm coming in. Help me as much as you want, Danbert. You can do it all on your own, or he can guide you, or a little of both. That's the Forge. And also, Rough Rider Oil and Lube, they already have the scoreboard ready for the riders to see it when they come home. They'll be coming right by there to see the score, whatever it is. Hopefully it's a big win. It's always a win when you use Rough Rider Oil and Lube. So convenient, so knowledgeable, skillful, and fast, and important. Don't forget it. Your car absolutely requires it. Rough Rider Oil and Lube. First down, Mr. Shires. Call this play, would you?
Sure we go. So once again, they're in the flex bone. They're going to come out. They're going to keep it. The quarterback's going to keep it. He fakes to the fullback, pulls out of his belly, is going to go and and get that 6 yards. It's going to be a second down and 4.
Is it simple enough to say, well, these plays work for them when one of our guys reads the wrong key? Or is it possible that we all have the right keys read and it works anyway?
Well, you get blocked, right?
Just get blocked.
Yeah. But if you stop the fullback, then the next thing is the quarterback. And then if you stop the quarterback, they're going to give it to the fullback this time. And he's going to be tripped up. He's going to get a yard or two, so it's going to.
It's a third down.
But it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's the down and distance for you. 3rd and a healthy 2. They're at the 39. Got to get just a little past the 41. So a big play in both teams. Rough Riders up by a touchdown.
Once again, I'd dance with the girl that brung you. I'd run that off tackle pitch.
There's the motion.
Nope, they're going to run it. They're going to give it. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get dragged down, but it's going to be after the first.
I think everybody in white went. If I was them, I'd dance with the girl that brought me, and he went in motion, and they said, there he goes. And then, it's going to be the fullback. No, wasn't him either. So the quarterback manages.
That's why everybody's got to do their job on every play.
That's right.
But you have to start by tackling that fullback, because if you don't, he's not going to pull it. And we've seen a devastating result, like twice. Because once that fullback gets going, he's got some speed.
Quarterback takes it.
No, the Riders get it
and
this
the
time.
Riders get him. He still manages to fall forward across the midfield stripe, gains 2, but Rough Riders had that one read right. Second down and 8 for Spring Hill Panthers. They were in a shootout last week, came 2 points short, and they're in something of a shootout this week. There's the motion. There's the handoff. Number 4 goes between the tackles instead of around the end.
Yeah, it's just a little different. They're going to get some yards. It's going to set up. That was not particularly effective. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
But they have gained 5 yards on runs.
Yeah.
All sorts of consistently.
They're probably 4-down territory.
Probably.
Yeah.
Ball's got to get almost to the 40 for them to get the first down. Their quarterback has been very consistent.
Oh, he's going to throw.
Throw the ball.
Oh, there's nobody there.
Nobody there. And, yeah, that's one of those where a little bit too smart for their own good. They wanted to go deep, or at least the quarterback thought, let's go for this one. Well, no one's expecting it, but he was the only one thinking that in blue. There was no receiver in
now what do you do? Because this is not 4th and 2.
Right.
This is 4th and 5.
Right, and since they gain nothing, and it's very rare that they run and gain nothing. So that choice.
Looks like they're going to punt.
The only thing that was clever about that choice is that no one in the place was expecting it, because.
Even their own receivers.
Right, yeah.
All right, so they're in a punting formation. We don't know exactly what that means. We'll see if they actually punt it.
Nope, they pass it. And that one works. Now he is uncleated by one of the guys that were going back for the kick. But number 42, lined up at tight end, catches the ball, and that is a very well executed 4th down punt play. He was hit so hard.
Man,
he got his belt
God,
on.
you just felt like I just knew it was. I just knew it was coming.
It's the only complete pass of the game for Spring Hill, but it came on 4th down.
Yeah. Look, there's a second half of the Happy Tales. We're going to watch that while they're clearing stuff up. All right, folks, here we go. They're going to give it to the fullback, and the fullback, he is met and he is hammered.
Number 14, leading the charge, Shires.
Yep, that's going to be Jamarian Smith. And he's going to lose 2.
That's the first loss since the first quarter. So well done on the defense.
There have been a couple of them, but they're few and far between. But Jamarian just beat his man, and the quarterback did not pull it.
2nd down and 12 after the 4th down conversion. And there's they really met in the middle. The quarterback really didn't have time to decide, pull it or not, because the defense, again, led by Smith, was all over it. That gain is negligible. 3rd down and more than 10.
That's probably going to do it for the quarter.
Yeah, it does. So Spring Hill will get to think about what they're going to do on 3rd down and long. Center defense will do the same. We will keep it here for the Batters Law Firm 3rd quarter scoreboard. I wanted to do the 4A scores in the Rough Riders district for those of us that are kind of keeping up with that stuff. By the way, the Gilmer Buckeyes and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs, 26-22, Chapel Hill ahead. That's 2 be sure, just huge teams. One in 4A big and one down here in 4A2, and it's a good game in the 3rd quarter. Our game, we're up by a touchdown. Longview, see, I'm in the wrong district, but now I am where I need to be. Bullard was down by 2 touchdowns at halftime. That's all we have is a halftime score. In the 4th quarter, Athens down a touchdown to Kaufman. Brownsboro down 21-0 in the 4th quarter to the Jacksonville Indians. Rusk Eagles have gotten up on Mount Vernon 27-6 in the 4th quarter. And that rounds out the scoring as the Carthage Bulldogs not in action tonight. If your case matters, well, it's got to be Batters, and we appreciate the Batters Law Firm. They're not just bringing us the scoreboard. They're helping with every game we do this year across the Wallington Shires Pierce Network. Every county game, the area games like for St. Augustine, West Sabine, Cushing, and the Rough Rider games as well from August to May. Thank you, Batters Law Firm. Well, here we are in the 4th quarter with Spring Hill facing a 3rd and 11. Ball on about the 30. They got to get to about the 15, the 25. He gets around the edge, but the Rough Rider defense carries him, chases him, brings him down right on the 20. So it's exactly a 5-yard gain, and it's exactly 4th down and 5. And since it's the 4th quarter and you're on the 20, what do you think, Mr. Shires?
I think you definitely go.
What do you call?
I'd run that again to the wide side. I'd flip it and run the pitch to the wide side. That's what they've had success with.
Pitch to the wide side. We'll see if they agree.
No, they're going the other way.
Oh,
it's going to be a false start.
Is it going to be? And we'll have to see which way they elect to call that. There's a little bit of movement on both sides. I agree with you, but I'm hoping that's what Mr. Whitehat says. With the bands playing, it may be hard to hear him, but we'll give it a shot. They're talking about it. And he has, I don't know if he's decided yet. All right, he's coming to tell us.
It's going to be against them. They're marking it off.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, that's huge. Now, 4th and 5 becomes 4th down and 10, and that's a lot harder. Not that they can't do it, but they've gotten 5 yards a lot. 10 yards, not as often. Big opportunity for the Rough Rider defense, holding on to a 7-point lead.
A play of the game right here.
Dairy Queen play of the game, perhaps. He goes back to pass. He's under all kinds of trouble.
He gets hammered.
They sack him. First one there, number 11.
Let's see if we get on here. I think I got it. I mean, we the Rough Riders just crushed him on that one.
And again, that's Easton Wolf that gets there first. I mean, the whole team was around him, but a big play. So that's 2 series in a row where Spring Hill has done some damage. They gained a lot of yards.
All right, let's see what we got here. So we walked dropping back, and there was just the Riders just bum rushed him.
First one there, number 11.
So Easton Wolf on the play.
Now, I'm surprised they had that kind of rush. I was surprised they decided to pass. They've had one pass that was successful.
They have not done that well.
Yeah, it was from punting formation.
I would not do that.
Yeah. Their quarterback threw the ball, but it was from punting formation where he was not really playing quarterback. Rough Riders have a chance now to kind of widen the gap. And they fake the handoff. They pass it. It's Timothy Johnson. He gets through his hands. He had run a curl, and the ball didn't come to him. It went away from him. Good thing he got his hands on it some. That could have been bad news if he hadn't stopped the ball a little bit, with the defender kind of waiting for it about 3 or 4 yards away. Play is dialed in, 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 35 of the Rough Riders. Early 4th quarter. They hand the ball off this time. He reverses his field, gets 5 yards, and falls forward to the 45. Are they going to give it to him? Enough to move the chains. They do. So a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 10 on the ground. That's a Ray Jones first down.
All right, so now the Riders could put some distance here.
Yeah, have a chance to do it. And I would appreciate one of those kinds of drives like they did the last time where they take up some time. That would be nice. And again, the handoff right through the line, gets across the line of scrimmage, lowers his shoulder. It's a small gain, but it'll keep the clock running for sure.
Yeah, this is where Coach Meeks.
Second and a short gain on the ground, but that's okay. Got him thinking run now. Maybe it'll loosen him up.
Yeah, I've done this before. I did this once before.
There's a fake to the handoff. Big bullet across the field to the 45, breaks the tackle, 35 down to the 30. Now, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Right.
I was watching it live and not on the screen.
See, Wellington, we do things. We test our fans to see if they're paying attention.
Hey, they are. We have the score reversed on the scoreboard. The Rough Riders are leading regardless of what. Yeah, 35-28.
Old Shires.
But somebody texted us to correct
We got
us.
it fixed. I'm not sure how that happened. All right, we're going to hand
off. Bluford lowers his head and somehow manages to stay up. Gains 5 yards the hard way. He earned it.
Yes. What I was about to say before somebody brought in and brought that to our attention is I bet you Coach has challenged the offensive line and the runner and our running back to go out there and bruise and get those yards.
Yeah. This is your time, boys. This is what an offensive lineman, right, looks forward to, not the finesse blocking for the pass.
No, this is what you want. You want to take it, and you just want to take it right to them.
Good drive. 2nd and 5. The fake to Bluford. The pass. Well, yeah, you see the receiver going, what, me? I didn't know that. I wasn't quite ready for that. Threw the ball out to number 9. That's Eli Olivas, the sophomore.
Yeah, he was not quite yet ready.
But letting a little bit of time run, not quite in as big a hurry.
Well, there's no time running off those incomplete pass.
Oh, that's right, incomplete pass. No reason to hurry. Now the fake, the pass to the corner of the end zone. Boy, it's a back shoulder throw. Incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down, isn't it?
Yes.
4th down and about 3, 4.
Interesting that we chose not to throw to get some. Well, the second down was to try to get the first down. But we're obviously going to go for this.
Yeah, a field goal would make it a 2-score game, but a field goal would be very challenging because they would mark it on the 32. It'd be a 42-yard field goal. We missed one of those last week. Of course, they brought him on with confidence. I think he can make that, but he wasn't close to it last week. Time's running down, and the Rough Riders are going to call timeout and discuss this 4th down and 4, and that's probably a good idea, Mr. Shires. Let's talk just a second about what's going to happen after the game is over. The broadcast will not be over. It's the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Hopefully we're going to talk to senior cheerleader, our cheerleader of the night, Kylie Hubbard, who we heard from in the cheerleader spotlight in pregame. We'll talk to our head coach, we always do, and to our Center Motor Company player of the game, and we'll have to work on that. Who that's going to be? There are.
Well, I've got 2 in mind. One on the offensive side, one on the defensive side.
Yeah. I think I know who you may be talking about.
Of course, the player of the game may not yet have revealed himself.
Yes. There may be an unveiling in the next, 9 minutes. And it might happen here on this 4th and 4. This is where you are taking a game that you are kind of in control of and try to make it firmly in control of.
Yes. Rider defense has been in this position a couple times and have
Spring Hill's turn.
Done the job. Let's see if the Rider offense can start to bury the dagger.
Got to get to the 21 from the 25. He claps. There's the snap. He looks to his right. Throws right across the middle. He's got it. He breaks the tackle. And that, my friends, is not just a Ray Jones first down. That's a Center Rough Rider touchdown. He goes back to pass. And that is to
he gets hammered.
8.
That was the number 3, I believe.
Is that Timothy Johnson again?
Yes.
My goodness. Will they go for 2? They're lined up as if they might. They always are. And then decide against it. But that was what the doctor ordered on 4th down and 4. A 25-yard touchdown strike to Timothy Johnson, who's lined up everywhere and caught all sorts of balls.
Yep.
So here we go. An important extra point. Sorry about the bump.
There we go.
But the ball is up. The ball is good through the uprights. And your Center Rough Riders, after losing the lead at the early part of the half, have done all the scoring since. 42-28.
We'll be right back, folks.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. Shelby Savings Bank has a bold new look, but they're still the same local bank they always were. Same people, same friendly service, but with a bold new look and new services including mobile deposits from your ATM, your computer, or your cell phone. Shelby Savings Bank, same bank, new look.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our Shelby Savings kickoff. Yeah. Riders now, that's what the doctor ordered. Now we got a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room. Up 42-28. Now you put Spring Hill in a position where the pressure's on them to score.
Absolutely. Where every play is pressure. You hear the Rough Rider fight song in the background. Been playing that a lot. The Rough Riders, I was wondering if they would score at 40. They didn't last week. They could have. They kind of took their foot off the gas on a Jacksonville team that was struggling, but 42-28, it's still a game based on what happens here. The kickoff in about the 15-yard line. Return cuts straight up field, is met at the 30, pushes forward to about the 32 or 33-yard line. So with 8:39 to go, Counselor, that's where we will begin. We will take a Tammy step-toe step to the field to talk to our cheerleader of the night, Kylie Hubbard, our Center Motor Company player of the game, and to our head coach in the JBA Coach Talk. JBA brings our Coach Talk all season long on the Aurora Concepts postgame show. Aurora Concepts starting the flu shot drive about Tuesday of this past week. The flu season is coming in, and there's already been more cases of flu in the summer than they'd like to see. So important that you get vaccinated with Aurora Concepts or a provider of your choice. 2-touchdown gap that the Rough Rider defense is trying to take and prevent. Spring Hill has been good gaining yards this half, but not so much scoring. Fake and a roll to the right. And the poor Spring Hill Panthers just can't seem to get the passing game going. 90% run, 10% pass, that's about what we've seen today. But only one completion, and it was a big one.
Yeah. Well, see, I think Spring Hill, they still have enough time. I don't know why. I would not panic. I would continue to run what I do. Because, there have been times when they've gotten huge chunks of yards.
Right.
But psychologically, the coaching staff and the team may think we need to score quickly.
There's the pitch to their money man. going around the left side. He manages to get around the corner, and like a pinball, he just keeps bouncing from what looks like one white jersey to the next until he picks up the first down, crosses the 45, and gets up close to the 50. They're going to mark the ball close to the 48-yard line, so that's a 15-yard gain. And it stops the clock for a little bit as they reset the chains. That's one thing about passing on first down. You know, go for it. If you miss it, the clock stops.
Oh, there should be a penalty on there's a snap infraction on the center.
The Rough Rider that moved.
Oh, it's definitely a
because
snap
he was
infraction.
motivated by something. Yeah.
The center moved the football.
Okay. Oh, okay. You would notice that. You're an old center. So yeah, that's going to be pretty easy. Already moved that one back. Referee didn't even turn on his microphone. Started the clock, 8 minutes to go. Here's the pitch. Towards us this time. He breaks a tackle, number 4. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage before the offsides penalty. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Clock is running.
You feel like the Rough Rider defense kind of a little bit figured it out over the course of the game?
They stepped up when they needed to. I mean, Spring Hill, except when they decided to throw the football, still was having success and getting yards.
Mm-hmm.
But we've tightened up in the red zone.
End around to number 18. He gets to 50 and he is popped.
Cody Atkinson
Hurt
finally.
his feelings.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting up like Cody Atkinson just tackling. Good, solid tackle, but not before they gained 4 yards, changing 48s. From their 48 to the Rough Rider 48. Got to get to the 42. 3rd down and 6, obviously 4-down territory as we get down below 7 minutes to go in this week 2. There's the movement. There's the pitch to the left.
Oh, they got it blocked up well.
But
a
defender came up from the secondary in support and made the stop before they got to the 1st down. They did have it blocked up, but they had to reach the 41, and they didn't. So 4th down it will be. We'll see exactly where they're going to mark it. Further away than I thought. Yeah, at the 44. I thought it was closer than that. So 4th down and 3.
I tell you, Rider defense did a great job because Spring Hill had that blocked up. I thought it was surely going to be a 1st down easy. But our linebackers did scrape down and make a stop.
Spring Hill with all 3 of their timeouts according to the scoreboard. 4th down and 3. Another big play for the Rough Rider defense. Here comes the motion. They decide to go right up the middle and fumble it. The Rough Riders caused the fumble. And I don't think they were going to get the 1st down even if they had not caused the fumble. They really had the center closed up. And another conversion by the center defense that they were tested. It was a draw in the first half, but in the second half, they've won the contest. Well done, center defense. A good round of applause from the fans. The cheerleaders are getting readjusted as they move down to work with the band now. Band looked good at halftime. Sounded great, looked good. Spring Hill band in good form too, but center band about twice as big as a Spring Hill band. And that's got to count for something, Shires.
Yep.
So the Rough Riders with a 2-touchdown lead and a little bit of breathing room to take breaths from.
I was beginning to worry about whether this is going to be a Muncho night.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little better about it.
The handoff is from the start. Blue jerseys all over the ball carrier who manages to stay up but not move forward.
The offensive line has just got to take control. I mean, Big Calhoun in the bunch. They've just got to blow these guys off the line.
Calhoun's a big old boy.
Yep.
But letting the time move off the clock, not something the Rough Riders, that's not their mode. But
that's why I like that huddle, because you get in a huddle and you can sit in there till whenever you get ready.
Why not? Why not? I want to ask him that. Why not have a huddle?
That needs to be a Coach Meeks show question.
So a fake and a throw out to the side. Guess what? It's Timothy Johnson who breaks the tackle. I thought he was going out of bounds. I think maybe Timothy thought he was going out of bounds, but he changed his mind.
Timothy don't sneak it out of bounds.
I'm not going to run out. Why would I run out?
He's going to go get the first down.
Yep, he did so.
But speaking of that, what is that?
That's a Ray Jones first down plus 10. I'd say Ray Jones, and when they have a special, $1,000 off. Well done by Johnson, as has become his custom. First down on the 36-yard line. This is a handoff straight up. Bluford breaks a tackle, keeps churning, can't get much. Good, strong, determined run.
He's going to get 4, probably. In
yeah, they're going to give him 3. That's good job, sir. Down to 5 minutes, approaching 5 minutes.
The Riders' run game still has some room for improvement.
Definitely.
I mean, just what we've been used to.
Yeah.
For basically these last 6 years.
Is that an offensive line thing, or is that a young, athletic Johnny Bluford not really knowing where?
It's probably a little of both.
Yeah.
And we'll see as the season goes on. I think they're going to get better and better.
So here is the snap, and there is a stoppage.
Still got a false start, I imagine.
I don't think his microphone's working anymore. I think we've lost our.
It's going to be a false start on the Rough Riders. It's going to put us back. Was it going to make it 2nd and 12 now?
Yeah, 2nd and 13. Got to get to across the 30 to the 27. And we'll see what they're able to do here with 4.5 minutes or less. They just hand it off right up the middle, burn a little time, and gain about 2 feet. And be satisfied going to 3rd down.
They'll take it under 4 minutes here.
Yeah. They won't have to snap it until about 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But, we'll see if they're able to get 6 to 8 yards or more. I figure we'll have a 4th down attempt. Down to 9 seconds, and they on the play clock, and they line up. The snap, fake the handoff. Bellin looking to the right, wide open on a comeback pattern, and he makes him miss. Gets into the open field, still on his feet, goes out of bounds. But I mean, he should have been dropped at the 30-yard line, but he wasn't. And was that Johnson again?
I believe it
number
was.
3, or was that number 5?
It's hard to see. You have to focus in on him and see.
Yeah, they're all single digits, and it's happening across the way. But he didn't go out of bounds. 3 minutes. The play clock's running. I thought he went out of bounds. Even better for the white jerseys. Bellin keeping it, running around.
Oh, nice
breaks
move
some
by
tackles.
Bellin.
Good move. Gets a little bit of help. Doesn't get much. In fact, loses. But the play took a lot of time. A time-draining drive.
Yep.
So once we get down under a minute, I'm going to make my trek down to the field for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. Definitely we'll talk to Coach. Who am I talking to, Mr. Shires?
I think we got to talk to Johnson.
I do too. We will honorable mention Easton Wolf, and if he's available, I'll talk to him, but Johnson for sure. Well, they let the play clock go until a 0 on purpose. And offside. Oh, okay. They didn't snap it, not because they were waiting, because they had already gotten offside. So they'll have to reset the clock because the clock was still running. Always fun to go down to the field after a win. to do these kinds of interviews. They've already started the clock, and 10 seconds before they have to snap, it'll be at about 2 minutes. Snap, handoff to Bluford right up the middle. Bluford
nice
lowers
run.
his head, good blocking, good run. It's a good run. Now, he had a long way to go to get back close, but he's in the red zone, and that's going to be 3rd down and, about 10. So, good run.
And I think that 3rd and what, 10?
3rd and 10, and I believe the Rough Riders called timeout.
I imagine Spring Hill
or
called
one of them did. So we
Otherwise,
got
they were going
timeout.
to let us just drain it down.
So our Center Motor Company player of the game, Timothy Johnson, he was worthy of it last week, but you just couldn't really deny him this week as he was literally everywhere, and T.J. Bellum was looking for him. Good defensive performance by Easton Wolf, the sophomore, and really in the second half, the whole center defensive team, really proud of that group. Stick around, you'll want to, for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'll visit with those guys.
And we're going to go, this is going to be our play of the game. I'll just put it on here.
Okay. There's the snap. There's the fake.
No, it's not this one.
And
this is the big one that puts us up
right
by 2
perfect. Right
I was wanting
red
to go
basket.
with
the defensive?
The defensive.
Yeah, that's what I think. The Dairy Queen defense, the play of the game will be the defensive stop when, we were tied, weren't we?
Yeah, the one down, one down here, yes.
They had the ball 1st and goal at the 5, and there is a huge hit.
And we kept them out. We stopped them a couple times. It was on second or third.
3rd and 5?
Yeah, and then we come up with a huge hit.
Yeah, that's when the defense just found its rhythm. So 3rd down and 10.5. They keep it on the ground. Bluford breaks the tackle. He's going to score. He's going to score. That was really supposed to just keep the clock running. And Bluford said, I'd like to get in the end zone. And he did just that. What a great individual effort as he just lowered his head and made it so, sir. Scores with a $147 to put an exclamation mark.
Just ran over a couple guys and got it into the end zone.
Bluford blew him up. Bluford blew him up. 48-28. And the Rough Riders have, in the second half, taken over the game and fulfilled kind of their opening expectations.
Right. So we got to describe that because I think I screwed up. So anyway, so it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah.
We just run the bread and butter off the tackle.
Yeah.
We get it blocked up. Bluford gets through originally. He gets met with after about 4 yards, and he just runs over that guy, runs through him. Then he runs over 2 other guys as he scampers on into the end zone.
The first run over got him the Ray Jones 1st down, but then he kept going as he ran over 2 more guys. And man, we're not going to talk to him post game, but I wish we could. I'd like to hear him describe that run.
Yeah.
Maybe
we had to describe it because everything went black for a second.
Oh, really? No one got to see that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it might have been me. I might have lost the camera.
I don't know. Let me see here.
Well, I'm sure sorry that y'all missed that. That was
no, I think it's my fault.
That's a not an important play, but
yes,
I guess it
that's
kind
what
of
they
is
saw in the
important because
replay.
it's a run play that the Rough Rider offense was kind of wanting to try to find its feel its oats with the run, and it did. I mean, that was as good as it gets when they needed the run to ice the game. 49-28.
Yeah, 21 points. The guys in Vegas get it right.
Yeah, they do. And
somehow.
It was in doubt. The poof kick.
Goes out of bounds. No, there's no doubt Spring Hill has given us all we wanted.
Absolutely. We'd like to say thank you to our Rough Rider game sponsors. They are proud of all the area teams because you also hear their names mentioned as sponsors for some of the Pineywood games as well. Ace Hardware of East Texas, Brookshire Brothers Grocery, Covington Lumber, Center Tire, McAdams Propane, and Sandy Cox State Farm. We appreciate these folks and their support of our area athletes on this exciting week, too.
So we're going to re-kick it.
Yeah, the kick went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to. Let's hear from Shelby Savings real fast.
Okay, let's do that. That's their kickoff.
Shelby Savings Bank has a bold new look, but they're still the same local bank they always were. Same people, same friendly service, but with a bold new look and new services including mobile deposits from your ATM, your computer, or your cell phone. Shelby Savings Bank, same bank, new look. Tammy Steptoe is where realty becomes reality. How do you know? Every time there has been a reader's favorite contest of the Light and Champion, they've won it. Whether it's your modest home you're looking for, or maybe a slightly less modest home, or your dream home, Tammy Steptoe has it. Or maybe it's a lakeside getaway or property to start all over. You need to trust the ladies at Tammy Steptoe Realty and Center.
Hey, did you know that Tammy Steptoe's not only voted the best realtor, but she was the businesswoman of the year this year, as voted on by the Light and Champion readers. Did you know that? Businesswoman of the year, Tammy Steptoe. And the kickoff, they had trouble getting it in their hands, get the ball back to the 20, and so Spring Hill down 3 touchdowns. We'll start with a minute 40, ball on the 20. I think Spring Hill has done well. They are playing a team that's considered ranked way ahead of them and has more expectations really than they do. And they played very strong the first 2 quarters and about a third of another quarter. And then something shifted. I mean, the defense kind of figured it out.
The defense came alive.
And the offense was,
the offense has been
pretty good all
Johnson
night.
has just been.
Yeah, they have not had an answer for Johnson, not at all. And that's kind of exciting because a lot of what they were talking about, what all of us were talking about, is how are we going to replace Lance Wilburn? How are we going to replace Cash Cross? Those guys, you just don't replace guys like that. Well, you don't replace them, but it's been a pretty good performance in 2 games from Bellin and Johnson and supporting cast, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. We just get the running game in shape. It's starting to look better here as the game has gone on. A nice crowd from Center came
Good crowd.
The drive up.
There's our cheerleader of the night, who we hope to talk to during postgame. We already spoke to her in the pregame. Gaddy's medical supply cheerleading spotlight, and we'll get hopefully to talk to her as well. There's the snap, and they're in the backfield and all over it. It was the pitch that's worked a lot tonight, but not on that snap, as the Rough Rider defense was not interested in more of that. That was one of the defensive linemen that got through. And I think Spring Hill has kind of seeded this game, not in a hurry at all.
We want to get hats off to those guys. They gave us all we wanted.
Yeah. A very efficient running attack.
So about early part of the 4th quarter, we took control.
And nothing doing on 2nd down either. So 53 seconds, and we'll have to snap the ball one more time. And Shires, when we snap that ball, I'm going to head out and call you.
I think it's safe now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Enjoyed it, man. I'll call you from the field.
All right. So let's see. Looks like they're going to have to snap it one more time. We're going to have a stoppage. Get ready for our Aurora Concepts post-game show coming up in 16 more seconds. Oh, they reset it, so that's going to be it, folks. And that'll do it, folks. Here in Longview Spring Hill, the Rough Riders come away with a 49-28 victory over a very game Spring Hill Panthers. Tim Johnson with a plethora of touchdowns. The Rider defense stood up in the red zone and made plays when they absolutely had to. That's kind of the story of the game. We'll be back. We're going to hear from a couple sponsors, and we'll be back to the Aurora Concepts postgame show where Chris Wellington will talk to Coach Meeks, talk to our player of the game, And we'll talk to our cheerleader tonight, Kylie Hubbard.
Wiggins Farms. You know, they call them the watermelon family, but the product from their farm when the melon's just a baby, all the way through to the harvest to your table. It's the juiciest, best melons available. Wiggins Farms, hat not included.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Hello there, Rider fan. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. But now the game is behind us, and it's time to see what went on out there. It's time for the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Aurora Concepts is your home for fine primary care, for the best in testing and vaccination. Stay well with Aurora Concepts. Let them take care of you. And let us take care of you now during the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Let's go now to your host, Stephen Shives.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, mobile vaccine units, sports physicals, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts post-game show. We got Chris Wallington down on the field, but first we have something to smile about, brought to you by Wyndham Family Dental. And I'm just going to smile about us having the moxie, and even though we were facing a deficit in the second half, the Riders were able to do what was necessary defensively and offensively to come back and win a tough game. So that's Wyndham Family Dental, something to smile about. And I'm going to play Wyndham Family Dental. When we come back, we'll certainly have Wallington here shortly.
Hazel.
Excuse me?
Hazel, my mouth hurts.
What?
My tooth is in my mouth.
Oh, you have a toothache.
Yes, a toothache.
Well, you need to take that toothache to Wyndham Family Dental. Clayton Paul, Anna Joy, Danny Paul, they're the best in the business. They'll fix you up.
Oh, well, thanks very much.
All right, welcome back, folks. It's the Aurora Concepts post-game show, and now it's time for our Gaddy's Medical Cheerleader Spotlight.
When I asked you down there?
And Chris Wallington, you're learning about what we do when we're not supposed to be heard, but we're heard anyway. So, Chris Wallington, take it away.
Thank you, sir. All right. Hey, that was a pretty close game until it wasn't, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very stressful, but our boys pulled in.
Yeah. Why was it stressful?
Well, it just back and forth. I mean, the offense was good. Our offense was good. Their defense was good. Our defense was good. It was just back and forth. But our boys pulled it in.
This was an away crowd. How were they?
They were always active and super cheery.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, would you read that for us?
Yes. The girls and I say thank you to Gaddy's Medical Equipment on Hurst Street for bringing you updates about the cheerleaders all season long. When you need help getting better, you trust Gaddy.
Gaddy's Medical brings us that. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll hear from
And now
Gaddy's,
we
but
have our
before we
automotive
hear from
company player of the
Gaddy's,
game.
we're going to
Jimmy,
hear from Chris
you
Washington
were
with our
just
player of
about
the
everywhere
game.
tonight.
Yeah, I just got to do it for my team. But without my blocks and all the linemen and all the receivers blocking for me, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and you were open today, but that meant Bellin had enough time. Hey, we get this shot right here. He's joined in his interview, y'all. You see that? He has time to get the job done tonight. Was it fun to play this kind of ball?
Yeah, it's always fun playing with this team. Bunch of good people on this team.
We know you as a basketball player. That's where you've spent most of your time, but now you're not just a player. After 2 games, you've kind of become the go-to guy. Is that fun?
Very fun. But like I said, they make it happen for me. All of them.
That's true. It's a team thing. Of the plays that you made today, which will be the one you're likely to remember the best, your favorite?
Probably when I caught a touchdown over there, when I dove a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Leave your feet for that one.
Yeah.
You brought it in, touchdown. Hey, Jim, thank you. Oh, I appreciate you being.
Appreciate you.
Probably are going to talk to him again. Before we talk to, hey, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, good. I'm glad. We made a loan to the football department of a cord, and it paid off. We're about to talk to Coach. Before we do, all game long, any Coach Talk is brought to you by JBA Financial. John Black, that's the JB of JBA, knows a thing or two about leadership. He was a Rough Rider coach himself back in the day. Did he coach you?
Yes. Oh, we lost you. Where'd you go? Yes,
I think
he did.
The counselor.
Yes, he did.
His staff at JBA Financial take pride in providing financial leadership for their clients here in Center and in Longview, and those clients have gone on to do well. We have Coach coming over to me. Shires, do we need to take care of business before he gets here?
No, let's go. If we got him, let's get him.
Okay, he'll be over in about 15 yards.
Oh, I see him. He's coming.
All right. So JBA Coach Talk begins right about now. Coach, you called it. That team, you can't look past them. And they kind of made the team of the Rough Riders discover some things about themselves.
Correct. And it was one of those that's just kind of a perfect storm if we allowed it. I knew they were a lot better. They've done a really good job of perfecting their craft. They do not have a lot of turnover from staff. Continuity is huge. We've had success against them in the past, and we've got to get teenagers to understand that the past is the past. It's like right now, we don't get to take any of these points into next week. It's over and done with. And so that's hard. It's hard for adults, much less teenagers. So, it was one of those things, but in the end, we saw a different second half Rough Rider team than we saw last week. And so our kids dug down. We played 4 quarters. We played it in every phase, and so I'm definitely proud of our kids for that.
Hope people will join us Monday night where we're able to talk about this in more detail. But without having looked at tape, what was the difference? Because they were still playing hard, gaining yards. There was just a difference, and the Rough Riders controlled the game in the second half. Not easy to determine what happened.
Well, defensively, we still had the same mentality. We just kept playing the next play, make them snap it again, and sometimes they scored. Other times we turned them over. We had 2 big turnovers inside, red zone turnovers for us. One actually a goal line turnover, and those ended up being huge plays for us. So defensively, just having that mindset of always make them snap it again. If we can get them to snap it again, we have a chance of getting it back. And our kids just, played really hard tonight, executed well offensively. We took what they gave us. I know it seems like we threw it a lot, and we did. But if they're not going to cover us, then let's pitch it out there and let our guys go play. And so TJ did a really good job of controlling the line of scrimmage, managing the line of scrimmage, and distributing the football. And good things happened.
It did. Thank you for your time, and we enjoyed the game.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
See you Monday. There you go. That's the coach. I'm going to send it back to you, and we'll take care of a little business before we round out this Aurora Concepts postgame.
All right, folks. This is Aurora Concepts postgame show. We're going to hear from our sponsors that bring us the Coach Talk, our player of the game, and our cheerleader tonight. So we're going to start with that, and that's going to be Gaddy's.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future. Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Thank you to our Rough Rider game sponsors, McAdams Propane, Sandy Cox, State Farm, Center Tire. You're doing something to me, Wallington.
I am?
Yes. Stop it. Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch. Okay, there we go. So anyway, thanks to our game sponsors, McAdams Propane, Sandy Cox, State Farm, and Center Tire. We appreciate our Washington Pierce fall sponsors who bring us all of our fall sports. That's going to be Joe's Car Spa, not Car Wash.
Nope.
Joe's Car Spa.
Car Spa, that's right. I wrote
Watson
that
and Sons and Portacool. Also to our postgame sponsors, which is Aurora Concepts and Wiggins Family Farms. So now I'm going to lead the way. Oh, you're doing it again.
Okay,
Ouch.
I see the problem. All right, go ahead.
So we're going to do our season verses, which always brings up an interesting philosophical point because we have the two homers tonight. We don't have any of the realists here this evening.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like we said in the post game with Coach. This is a better team, Spring Hill, and they're built to not make mistakes. They made some tonight, but I think there'd be a game or two in there where they put together the right game plan, figured out Timothy Johnson. I don't know if they can do that.
I don't think they can.
So
I think
if they figure him out, I think it'd be 7-3. If they don't, it'd be 10-0.
I think it's indicative. I think this game was indicative and exemplary of what would happen in 10 games. I mean, I think they're going to move the ball like that, but we're going to pop them and hit them. And so, but I think there's going to be one time where they recover. We don't get those red zone turnovers, and they put it in the end zone. And so I'm going to say 9-1.
9-1. I'm 7-3 or 10-0 if they can figure out Timothy Johnson. Our Dairy Queen play of the game was the turnover in the red zone.
Not only, like Coach said, not only red zone but goal line.
Yeah, right.
And really, the plays before where we kept them out, and they could have walked in, but but we got them and we made them pitch it. When they ran those toss off tackle plays, that worked. But when we made the quarterback have to get outside and try to pitch it to them, bad things happen from them pretty consistently.
And it was always bad except for once when they tried to pass. So the defense kind of finds itself after a half of kind of guessing. And that is well done. By the way, we enjoyed Dairy Queen on the way. Shire stopped by and got country baskets and tacos because we couldn't make up our mind.
That's right.
They
Guess
were
what? You don't
good.
have to choose. I also had a dipped cone as I was driving to your house.
I noticed that. That was your appetizer.
I
respect
aperitif.
that. We're going to hear from Aurora Concepts one last time, and then we will wrap up the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'll be right back.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, mobile vaccine units, sports physicals, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's time for our extra point segment. Actually, you were supposed to do that because I was supposed to go first.
Yeah, go. What are your final thoughts, real fast?
I'm proud of the team. I think they had us on the ropes, and we knocked us down. And I think we took their best punch.
I do too.
And were able to come back and get the job done. So and win by the predicted amount of points because of a tough run by our young running back there at the end. So I'm anytime you come away with a victory, I'm happy. And this, like Coach said, we've watched the Spring Hill team over the last 5-6 years get better and better and better every year.
Yeah, and they're going to be some people are going to have to deal with them this season.
Yeah, and it's like the Colonel said in the halftime analysis. I mean, playing the service academies are tough because they run this thing, and you can't practice for it. You can't accurately get a bead on what it's like to try to defend that thing until it's time.
Well, next week we host the Louisiana team,
Oof.
The North DeSoto team we played them 2 good games. One, we scored 42 points and got beat by 3 touchdowns. But last year, it came right down to the last play when we visited them.
Yep.
Controversial, exciting, all that.
Yes.
So we'll get to check the defense for sure next week as they come here. All right, y'all. That does it for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'd like to thank our pregame halftime guest, Coach Meeks, cheerleader Kylie Hubbard. Congratulate our Center Player Motor Company player of the game, Timothy Johnson. Tonight, final score. Center is 49. Spring Hill is 28. Riders are 2-0 on the year, and we move to week 3 next Friday at home. Remember, Monday night, everybody, join Steven and Larry Pierce and me live at the pizzeria for the Rick Meeks Show, brought to you by Sabine State Bank, 7:30. And an hour before that, Larry Pierce for his Piney Woods Coaches Show from the pizzeria. And now for the Colonel, Matt Gregory, for the Counselor, Stephen Shires, and for Rob Payne, I'm Chris Wallington saying bye for now.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.
It's time now for the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard. It's big scores in the county game. Shelbyville beats New Boston 40-27. Garrison still in the fourth quarter with a 6-point lead over ARP, 20-14. It's kind of a surprise. And check this out, a final score. Lovelady 54, Timpson 50.
Huh.
The number 9 team in 2A small beats the number 4 team or number 5 team and the defending champion in 2A big. That is really remarkable and surprising. Of course, yesterday, Joaquin fights off Beckville, almost wins 28-24 there. Tenaha, big loser. Well, they're not big losers, but they just lost a big game to a excellent West Sabine team. That final was 66-21. That is the Batters Law Firm. Next week, we'll have the Bowles Feed Blimp back with us. It was on loan to someone doing a golf tournament this weekend. We'll get it back next week. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. All right, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for the scoreboard and for sticking around. I'm Chris Watlington. This is Stephen Shires. Goodbye from Spring Hill.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.